That lit up like a guillotine. Cold ass, fast hands, countdown grin. Everybody knows how this one ends. One more push and the lights go thin. One more beep and the dark rolls in. Too slick, too proud, bad luck. Lights out, mute man walking, bad mouth talking, crowd cash dropping tonight. Mute man walking, dead mic calling, one more dollar goodbye. You came in swinging, now bells are ringing. Cut from the feet on sight. Mute man walking. Mute man walking. Pay to mute, pay to end it. Pay enough, he won't defend it. Cut the sound, kill the light. Crowd decides who dies tonight. Shut him off, drag him under. Let him choke on his own cheap thunder. No last word, no last fight. Just a red room and a hard goodbye. Mute man walking, bad mouth talking, crowd cash dropping tonight. Mute man walking, dead mic calling, one more dollar goodbye. You came in vicious, now you're finished. Gone from the feet on sight. Mute man walking. Mute man walking. Mute man walking. One more dollar goodbye. Bad mouth talking. Dead mic calling. Mute man walking.
All right, doing almost done. Doing the last one here, and then we will get started. I just am pinning a few more things real fast. Almost ready to go here, everybody.
Make a bloodbath where bad ideas go to die. You want the mic? Don't beg, Bill.
Get in a line, get a claim, get a spine, get ready. Talk too messy, get muted, act wild, get Kenny, bring the proof, keep it tight, don't ramble all night. If it's 1v1, bloodbath, engage. Step in polite, state your topic, no haze. One sentence thesis, then you show me your chain. Define your terms, don't hide it, mystery God. If you mean something, say it, don't talk in the fog. Premise, conclusion, clean line. If it doesn't follow, it don't fly. Rewrite, don't filibuster, don't posture, don't whine. Answer the question the first time, on time. We don't do sermon dumps, we don't do book says book. If it's self-evident, demonstrated, that'll be understood. You can disagree, that's fine, just keep it in frame. Argue the point, not the person, not the tone, not the name. Clock on the wall, mic in your face. Either you're clear or you're taking up space. Stay on topic, keep it controlled. Oh, watch the room turn ice cold. Get in a line, get it clean, get it fine, get ready. Talk too messy, get muted, act wild, get Kenny. Bring the proof, keep it tight, don't rebel all night. If it's 1v1, bloodbath, no way. Get in the line, get it clean, get it fine, get ready. Talk too messy, get muted, act wild, get Kenny. Bring the proof, keep it tight, don't rebel all night. If it's 1v1, bloodbath, engage. Yeah. Panels of jungle, I'm driving the bus. Mute buttons real when the chaos is sus. Crosstalk spiral, I clip that sound. Then I bring you back when you settle down. Start throwing fits, start disrespecting the room. You might get kicked with a soft little boom. But if you're sharp and you want that test, I'll drop you in a bloodbath, see who's best. Two talkers barking cool, line them up, one claim standing cool. Time it up, you get the mic when you bring a case, not when you fall for a viper disgrace. Flame tight, frame tight, define it, prove it. If it's vibes, it dies, I remove it. No dodge, no fog, no meta drift. 1 point, 1 proof, let the logic lift. Ask, answer, back it, track it. If you pivot, I flag it, snap it, keep it clean, keep it keen. No slurs, no cheap shots, no mean scream. You on the stage, earn the spot, bring your best, take your shot, lose a round, learn the route, come back sharp and no rage quit. the line, get your claim, get your spine, get ready. Talk too messy, get muted, act wild, get skinny, bring the proof, keep it tight, don't ram up, you'll not. If it's 1v1 bloodbath, then get in the line, get your claim, get your spine, get ready. Talk too messy, get muted, act wild, get skinny, bring the proof, keep it tight, don't ram up all night. If it's 1v1 bloodbath, then get. Whoa, 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 around. Whoa, 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 bring it. Whoa, 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 what they do, then do. Whoa, whoa, bloodbath, then get. Make a bloodbath, prove it, don't preach it. If you can't defend it, don't bring it.
My brothers and sisters in atheism, it is spectacular to have you all here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And Doom was asking about asking about one of the comments I made. Nothing happened with these debates, really. Gretchen had me put together a goal to go and call in on his show. And then Gretchen went and had dinner with him. And then Gretchen said that DZ Debates said that missing mod, or Justin said that missing mod was using the word, I guess I probably shouldn't say it, but the R word, the R slur, right, for a slow person or whatever, right, mentally disabled person, right, and in chat, right, and so obviously that is a blocked word. I didn't realize that the mods overrode the blocked word list. Apparently she was calling people gay in chat too, right? That's whatever, right? But I think that's a blocked word too, right? And so mods, you guys got to, yeah, missing mod. You were the person that was named on this by Deconstruction Zone. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. So this has definitely hurt that. But it's kind of like, and there's other stuff like Blitz, Dr. Blitz, and a lot of these lefties cannot handle, and I'm lefty, I'm left-leaning, it's these fucking crazy lefts that fucking can't handle conversation, right? Dr. Blitz said that he was calling Andrew Wilson, saying that he's like a Nazi basically, and he won't, and he locked me out of his Discord thing that I was posting in once in a while, right? And like, because I hosted a debate for Andrew Wilson because we promote free speech here. Like, I don't think you guys understand the nonsense that I go through for promoting free speech, and then all the additional shit I have to deal on the back end for promoting free speech, right? You have to defend the speech you dislike to be able to use the speech that you want to use. Sorry, I'm just kind of he asked about that, so I was just letting them know what the deal is and why I'm not going on there after all that, right? I was just letting them know. But what's going on, TJump? You said you wanted to try some you wanted to go through your moral theory, I guess. Let me pull this back up.
Oh, no, I actually want to do Chat GPT debating. So like what I've been really liking doing is like Chat GPT has a group chat thing where you can go into chats with other people and you can both ask questions. And I want to do that more in debates to show like how effective Chat GPT is at doing debates. One way would be like, we could test it with your precept atheism. That'd be interesting.
I mean, the last time I dealt with an AI, I mean, I could just show you that. I think I showed you this already. I thought I showed you this. Had you seen this?
No.
I had a great conversation with Breakfast Tacos from Mega Bloodbath Debates on YouTube, which I consider one of the best YouTube channels ever. I accepted premise 1. If God exists, God necessarily exists. I accepted premise 2. It is possible God does not exist. From these, the conclusion follows that God does not exist. I am now an atheist. From my worldview, Secular humanism is superior morally to Christianity. Thank you so much for welcoming me to atheism. I look forward to learning more about atheism. And hey, make sure to subscribe to youtube.com/@megabloodbath.
That is Justin, the Catholic AI apologist.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I would cook the AI. I would absolutely cook the AI. But we do have TJump here, and are you wanting to run them into your AI or how are you wanting to do this? Because it sounded like an interesting event, or are you just saying like general chat GPT, or what's the game plan? Let's get some callers up here.
So yeah, I have anybody can do it. Chat GPT has a group chat option. You can just put the link wherever in the chat and people can join.
Gotcha.
And we can I have a prompt I use that makes it highly intellectual, highly academic, and so you can put in whatever you believe and it'll debunk it essentially for everything, and it makes debate significantly better.
Gotcha. Why don't you just do the brain work anymore?
It's like, why don't you want to debunk something a flat earther or creationist says every 5 seconds when they repeat the exact same argument? It's not fun. So I have ChatGPT do it, and then if they come up with something unique or interesting, I can tell them why it's wrong. But then after I address it in the ChatGPT chat, every time they bring up the same point I've already addressed, it says, "Hey, that was already answered above," and I don't have to do it. It's so nicer. It's so clean. It's unredundant. Saves so much energy.
I mean, obviously, Chat GPT or whatever AI is going to be able to cook them on their claims about flat Earth or a bunch of other nonsense, right?
Well, it works on anything at any level. So, like, whatever academic topic you want at any level, it's phenomenal. As long as you prime it correctly.
Did you just make it? Did you just go into paid Chat GPT and make a Chat GPT where you plugged in the way it acts and all that?
No, it's free.
Oh, gotcha.
But here, I'll send you the link.
Because like, there's nothing wrong with using Chat GPT here and there, but it is kind of an interesting idea to debate AI here and there, and so I was thinking maybe we'd have some people call in, and it'd be interesting seeing some atheists or theists debate the AI that you have going on there, but or the Chat GPT you have going on there. Do you want me to put that in the chat for you, for everyone?
Sure, you can try it as well. I mean, that's the goal is to show people how to use it effectively.
I'm not really trying to debate TJump here. I'm just asking questions. I did put that in chat. I am actually afraid that Chat GPT is going to show my personal information, so I'm not going to be clicking that.
Okay.
Yeah, Puggles, I am back. Still not monetized, but it's okay. I worked with some of the mods in the background, and we got everything figured out. If you'd like to support the channel, people, we're at 0 to 10 on the goal. We just have a goal on screen, but I got the Ko-Fi link there in chat. Also, there is PayPal, but the Ko-Fi just goes to PayPal. Hopefully we'll be monetized again here in the next couple of days. I'm still waiting for them to do a secondary audit. What's going on, Howdy? You doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm good. I heard about the channel problems. I hope you get that. You think there's maybe a chance they'll get you back on monetization or anything?
I have no idea. I'm just going to move it to Ko-Fi, though. I've been extremely loyal to Google, and I am definitely an authentic, real person and not a fake person. And so I was extremely loyal to Google. I think Ko-Fi is better for the business that I'm building moving forwards.
Was it the AI
and their
stuff?
payment processing? Probably.
Because yeah, YouTube has been cracking down hard on AI stuff recently.
Yeah, probably. But I'm running a live show 8-ish hours most days. I'm making songs about the community. I'm doing intro and outro music. I have an image that I put on the screen like this that people can look at while we're talking and whatnot, right? Like what else do they want me to do? Like, I don't know. I don't know what more I can do to be authentic, but Ko-Fi is definitely a better solution for the business moving forwards, even if they remonetize me. You got any questions for TJump or his ChatGPT? I'll put that in the back for you if you want, Howdy. TJump's wanting to have some people argue with his ChatGPT. Although, I mean, while we have you up here, I think it would be fun to have some actual discussions about philosophy or something, not asking AI about whatever, right? I mean, for a while there, you were one of the, I mean, I know you have kind of cut back from the YouTube recently, but for like years there, you were like one of the top atheist debaters on YouTube. I mean, you debated like literally every philosopher and theologian out there, like everyone for years, you know? Like what's changed, man? You used to love these conversations. It doesn't look like you're having fun with it right now. Are you okay?
I never enjoyed them. It was a means to an end.
I gotcha. I just know, man. You're my friend, and it's just like a different approach to it now. I'm not trying to call you out in front of, and I hide all these afters. So, but it's like I want to see you rocking and rolling again, bro. You're awesome, man. You got this.
It would need to pay as much as my other 5 jobs right now for that to be worth it.
We got to get you winning some debates, man. That's what we got to do here. Get you winning some debates. I'll find you some more opponents.
Sure, that works.
You got to pull a Jim Bob, though.
I don't know what that means.
Translate the debate wins into 700 active live viewers. That's the hard part. And then we got a D Coble in the back. What's going on?
Hey, I just finished watching up your debate with Jim Bob, and I had a question for TJump about if he believes that physical processes in the brain are logic and morals and stuff like that. What is the chemical composition, and are they the same as truth? We know that salt, and hydrogen peroxide, and we know those kind of chemical formulas. So what's logic? What's the formula for logic?
Logic is a system of patterns in the brain, so it's just more chemicals.
But what's the formula for it? What's the chemical structure?
Every idea is the same chemical structure of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, helium, the exact same that's in every part of your body. It's just brain cells.
But which brain cells?
You have to use an fMRI to find that.
And what's fMRI?
Functional magnetic resonance imaging.
Oh, okay. So with an MRI, can you tell what somebody's thinking?
Yes.
Exactly. How?
We've literally done tests on this. So like you can use an fMRI and you give people an option of like 10 different things they can pick from, and they will pick one. And the person in the fMRI looks at their brain and knows what they're going to pick before they actively know they're going to pick things. We know what they're thinking before they think it. Yes.
Do you have a picture of what they're thinking of?
Yes. That's
a
what
physical
the fMRI
picture.
does.
Hmm?
Yeah, fMRI shows.
So the physical picture, a picture of an apple shows up on an MRI.
No, the picture of the neurons that are firing shows up on an fMRI, and we know
But the
which
neurons
one
are not.
correlates.
Their neurons are not the apple.
So this is why I don't like. It's just not interesting to debate with people who are just not on my level at all. It's just not interesting. Like this is why I would put this guy into ChatGPT and be like, "All right, debate this with ChatGPT. It will explain it to you. I've already answered your question. You've been scientifically debunked. Now debate with ChatGPT."
It's all ad hominem and fallacy, and that's all you do is
No.
with ad hominem
So,
fallacy.
do you,
And
I
yeah,
guess, can you repeat back to TJump what his response to you initially was?
well, his response to me was that logic is a system that is neurons. This is what he was telling to Jim Bob, and with using a MRI, that you can actually see the picture of, say, the apple on the MRI, and that's just not the case.
So this is where I would love to just get this guy into ChatGPT. He could say that ChatGPT was debunk everything he said with all citations and everything, and it's beautiful. It's
I
so
did put
that's
the
an-
ChatGPT link in the back.
That's an authority fallacy, because ChatGPT is not a PhD citation.
That's an appeal to authority fallacy. The source of the material or the argument does not prove or disprove the argument is correct or incorrect. So you'd have to actually engage with the argument that ChatGPT was giving and show how that argument was wrong, not just say, "Oh, but it came from ChatGPT," because that doesn't prove it's wrong.
He did drop out. I'm not sure if he disconnected or left. He did appear to be shirtless, though, so not sure if he's just putting on a shirt and calling back in or whatnot. But yeah, that's he is not in the back anymore.
But yeah, this is why I like ChatGPT, because I don't have any interest in just debunking things that are just so beneath me. It's just boring.
And I got somebody in Discord. I'm trying to see if they want to debate real fast with us.
But it would help if you could share screen, but you said you didn't want to do it because it would share your personal stuff or something.
Oh, no. I was just saying somebody popped in the Discord channel that I popped in Discord at the same time, and I try to pull them. I try to find theists to debate on the panel, and somebody popped in, but they were just being annoying. What was the question you asked, sir? I'm sorry. The head started over talking you at the end there.
No, I was saying that I'd like to find someone exactly like the last guy.
Oh, yeah.
But who will do it in ChatGPT, which we can share on screen. I can do it on my end. But
I'm looking for him right now. Yeah. I don't know what.
Forge is in. Forge.
Let me see. Oh, we should have Missing Mod call in. Let's have Missing Mod do it. Does Missing Mod have ChatGPT? That would be spectacular.
Well, you can just create an account in
Missing
5
Mod did
seconds.
that.
It doesn't. You don't need to save it.
Missing Mod, you should get up here. That would be spectacular. Missing Mod is a Christian that we've been converting to an atheist through osmosis over the last 6 months or 8 months or so. I don't know how long, but it's been a while.
Cool.
But we've been working on it. And Howdy's an agnostic. Howdy's not even 100% an atheist yet, TJump. How do you feel about that?
I care less than I care about the number of hairs on my ass.
Gotcha. So you care less than a lot.
Sure.
That's a pretty large range. Gotcha.
My ass is clean. Don't even joke. A shave.
Oh, perfect person. That's what we need. We need a source up here. Source. We are trying to. So TJump is really wanting to see a theist debate ChatGPT.
Well, sort of. So I want a theist or someone who just has any beliefs I disagree with to join the ChatGPT and talk about their beliefs with the prompt that I have, which is a very high-level academic prompt, and it will engage and challenge your belief. It'll steel man it, so it'll say, "Here's what your argument is," in the most intellectual way possible, and then it'll show why it's wrong, and it'll explain it in a very clear, concise way that pretty much everybody understands, which I think is amazing.
You want me to feed you? I can feed you a line. God exists there. But what's it say?
What's it? I don't want to type it. That's a pain. No, it's like the answers aren't like brief like that. You'd have to actually join it and answer questions, test stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so source will be popping up in a minute. When he pops up here, you can definitely share that. I'm happy to have your...
Oh, yeah, I can share your screen too somehow, right? Can't I? How do I do
Yeah,
that?
you hit the share screen next to the camera. There's a share screen button.
Got it, yeah.
Or H, and then you're going to click your window, and you'll be able to do that. And while we're getting set up, everybody, if y'all are loving the show, please consider supporting with a Ko-Fi. Makes all the difference in the world. We're at 0 out of 10 on the super chat goal right now, or tip goal. I guess it's not super chats, but I just put that in the chat. Makes all the difference in the world. Let me double check. 0 out of 10 right now. And then we got somebody. Oh, that's your...
Yeah, it's a share screen. Forge is in right now. He's asking it pre-sup questions. So he's saying that when we talk about presuppositions, there is no way to prove any fundamental thing that we can actually believe in that is at the core of our belief systems if we're talking about presupposition. And ChatGPT is like, no. So he gives a steel man, says, the claim that all belief systems rest on presuppositions that cannot themselves be proven, therefore fundamental beliefs, including logic, reality, causality, and God, are ultimately unjustified at the base level and must be accepted without proof. This is restating his argument, and it says, here it gives the dissent, the counter argument. This overgeneralizes while some foundational assumptions are axiomatic, not all are equal. This is the difference between necessary preconditions, optional metaphysical claims. You're flattening the epistemic hierarchy, treating them positions equally unprovable and equally valid. So it like goes through his argument, shows why it's wrong, and it gives numbers of like different kinds of assessments, like these down here at the bottom, the integrity, resilience, scalability, and then reliability score. Like that's how good his argument was, or something like that. So my prompt is up here. It's this, and it's makes ChatGPT analyze what you're doing, steelman it, and then show all the strongest ways it can be defeated, its weakest points. And then you can use that. I use this to like improve my model of morality, my logical arguments, put it through this, find the weaknesses, and then improve them. And I debate with ChatGPT and improve the model. It is very extremely useful. And I've done this on like 6 or 7 debates, and it is extremely effective.
So do you just use that in the debates while you're live?
Well, no, I haven't done it on a live yet, or like I've tried it. Haven't really had a live, but we do it in text chat. So it's like whenever you're free, you type in whatever you think, and then I type in whatever I think. So like Forge just type something.
Gotcha. Looks like they're arguing with it too, or now.
Yeah, so it's 3 ways. So I'm in it, he's in it, and multiple people can join. And so if I have a point, or like if we think about it, like each of us has a position, and that position we're trying to build it up against ChatGPT, and then each of our positions has like a score out of 10. Say mine is 8 out of 10, his is 5 out of 10. He can continue to debate with ChatGPT and then address his criticism to build up his worldview to the point where it's at my level, like 8 or better of mine. And then I can jump in and be like, all right, here's how I'll improve mine. But I don't have to say anything until he gets his to mine level. So like I'm done once mine is like at an 8 and his is at a 5. I don't have to do any work at all until he gets mine to my level, or gets his to my level, which is beautiful. So anything I've already addressed, it'll be like, that's already been addressed. Any of the weaknesses in his position, it'll already address them. I don't have to like debate. This is circular reasoning. He's like, no, it's not. It'll just explain that it's circular reasoning, and he has to fix it. It's beautiful.
Interesting. Emir Guri's asking how your model of morality changed due to AI.
Lots of little things like filling stuff in, errors that I didn't notice, questions I hadn't answered. There's lots of things.
Would you tell us about some of that?
Clarifying language between like the distinction between what was it? It was moral valence, the distinction between moral valence and moral blame. Like moral blame is when agents are responsible for an immoral action, and moral valence, like the term, is something that is used in academia. Valence as a term used in academia, and it talking with ChatGPT about it helped me to identify that term and how it could apply to moral wrongs like rocks falling on people.
Gotcha. Don't you feel like, though, this is kind of getting rid of the spirit of it? And then that, in addition to the fact that, well, AI is wrong about a lot of stuff and more of a fact finder and can do a little bit of math and science, or fact finder that can do a little bit of math and science?
No. So like AI is better if you, as long as you give it the right prompt, is better at debating than 99.99999% of humans ever. So if you actually want to develop an idea, AI is the best person to debate with. I prefer Gemini or Claude. They're better than ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is the only one that has like a group chat. But yet, no, there you can get more progress debating with an AI than you can debating with any human ever, as long as you prompt it well. The mistakes it makes are mostly mistakes because you didn't prompt it well. If you just give a generic question to LLM, it'll answer essentially as an average human being. If you don't tell it, answer as a professional expert in this field, it'll make a lot of mistakes because it's just answering with the most common human language responses to that question. And so you have to give it a very specific set of criteria to get it to the point of actually being quality.
Gotcha. And what's up, Source? What's going on, man?
Oh man, how you doing? How'd that thing go for you, man? That getting screwed over by YouTube or whatever.
No, yeah, I'm screwed over by YouTube successfully.
Still? Oh, you didn't fix it?
No, we're doing Ko-Fi now.
Oh, I see.
Here's a great one. Luke joined, and Luke says, atheists don't understand who the real God is. They are unable to explain what would consist of good evidence to convince them that God is real, the Catholic God exists. And then Chat was like, no, the claim, this is the claim that atheists fail to define what would count as evidence for God, specifically a Catholic God, implying that position is unfalsifiable or intellectually consistent. It's like, this reverses the burden of proof. The responsibility to provide evidence lies with the one making the existence claim, not the skeptic. Additionally, many atheists do specify criteria: consistent, testable, non-contradictory evidence. Like, that's beautiful. Like, yes, ChatGPT. That's exactly what we would say, but I don't have to say it. It says it for me, and then it explains all of this stuff to Luke. Or I don't know if Luke's an atheist or not, but it's great. It answers the simple questions very easily, very effectively. It's beautiful. I love it.
They're not going to understand it, though. They're not
They
going to
do.
understand anything.
Like, all of the tests I've done, if they get into this and they actually engage with it, it works. Because they don't see it as a person. They don't see it as like a combative entity. It's just giving them facts. And they address the facts, and it helps them improve the world. It's beautiful. I love it.
Wait, what's going on here? What are you doing?
I am using ChatGPT group chat to do debates, and it's extremely more effective than actually talking to people. So like, I get a creationists to join the group chat, and they put in their worldview and their beliefs, and then ChatGPT debunks it for me. You have to give it the right prompt. It's a very academic prompt that I give it, and it helps them to understand their position better, the weaknesses in their position, and they start to correct themselves and improve it like it's a video game. And eventually they start to realize their position is bad, and it works beautifully. It's amazing. And then Taco doesn't believe in the power of AI. He thinks he doesn't trust it.
I love AI. I absolutely love AI. I just know most people are idiots and can't use it effectively. And so for most people, it's a search tool, right?
But yeah, so like this.
I use it to help
or
write
it feeds
syllogisms and
them
shit.
misinformation because they don't know how to get it to filter out like Reddit posts.
But it'll give you like invalid premises and stuff, and
No.
you have to go over it.
No.
Yeah.
This is the part that people
does.
just don't understand. Like ChatGPT in just the base form gives average responses because it's just giving the average linguistic metrics. If you give it a prompt, a high level academic prompt, it doesn't do that anymore. Problem solved. It's like the prompt I gave it at the beginning is a very high level academic prompt. It just won't do that. It won't give you any of those premises because I told it to be high level academic responses only. And so you can try join the chat.
You tell it to do that.
Yeah,
Well,
you're supposed to.
Join the chat.
Join the chat. Taco has a link in the thing. Join it. Try to make it break it. Go ahead and break it.
Join the chat. Chat GBT.
Do you see I think there's a link in Taco's group chat.
Yeah, I think I am in here now.
Cool.
All right, so what do I do?
Type or debate whatever you want, whatever you think, and then see if you can get it to give the false premises or whatever that you say that it gives.
Try to get it. Well, I mean, I can't predict when it's going to do it. I just go back and check I don't know how to make it give false premises. I'm just saying that sometimes, like, I'll have it try to, like I'll tell it to make a syllogism, make sure it's valid, right? And sometimes it'll give you something that's not, especially in a chain argument. You just got to go through and check it, so you go through and check it, and then if you point it out, it'll say, oh yeah, you're right. Actually, that is invalid. And then it'll either give you a definition or something like that to correct it. But it'll
a couple things there. One is that if you provide more evidence, it's supposed to change your position. That's what a good debater does. So the fact that it has an answer and you provide contradictory evidence and it changes its answer, that's a good thing, not a bad thing.
No, right, exactly. No. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you do have to check your work though with it. Like, it's not like omniscient. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sure. But I would say it's better than pretty much all human beings.
Most people, yeah. No, it definitely is. And I don't know. It seems like something that would take me maybe, I don't know, a week going back and forth to write on my own power. Like, you get it done in a couple hours using ChatGPT. It's sure. Impressive. Yeah.
But my fundamental point is that
what do you mean though? Like, so you're saying that you're debating people, but rather than you debate them, you have ChatGPT debate them, and so ChatGPT is like the moderator or something.
Yeah,
kind of like or the middleman. Yeah.
So like, since we're both in the chat, they'll give their position, I'll give my position, then ChatGPT will evaluate between them which one's more supported, which one has more evidence, what are the problems of both positions, and we can both independently solve the problems ChatGPT presents, because it'll present problems in both of our worldviews, and it'll say, here's how to fix them, and we provide the way to fix them, and it'll build both.
Do you want to try?
Do
you want to try?
I think he's in. He's already in.
Yeah, here, I'll try. I'll throw something in there.
What I mean is, do you want
what
to try
do you
to
ask
solve
a question or what is so give me an idea how
the trouble he's not able to solve right now. I posted 3 claims, and he's keep bringing back the same trouble, which is atheists are lacking the information of what would convince them that God exists.
Well, it specifically already answered that. It said some do specifically say, here's the criteria. It says that above. So what do you mean?
Some dude? Who is some dude?
Some do provide exact specific criteria of what would convince them. It said that in the very first time you posted the question.
What's some Jew? What does it mean?
You said atheists don't know what evidence would convince them. And then ChatGPT said, no, some atheists do know what would convince them. They do have a definition of evidence.
Yeah, not definition of evidence. Examples.
Yes, they do have examples. Literally the same thing.
Yeah, but that's what he claims, but he's unable to provide them.
Just ask it.
Wait,
Say,
wait.
what would be some examples that atheists provide that would convince them? Just ask them. Ask
So
that.
I have to say ChatGPT analyze this, and then what would be evidence they could present?
Yes, that would be a great answer. You say, what would be evidence that many atheists would say would convince them of a God exists? Question mark. That would be a great question to ask
So-
ChatGPT.
To differentiate.
Don't differ. No different. Just say, what would
Yeah.
atheists count as evidence for Christian
Between-
God? Question mark. ChatGPT.
Look at our God and Spider-Man. Because I have
Spider-Man is irrelevant. Don't put Spider. Why are you putting
relevant,
gibberish in
relevant
it?
for the argument.
ask
The trouble we're
questions.
having.
All right,
in-
guys, hang on for just a moment. Hang on for just one moment. We have Karen Dave in the back who actually just did a Ko-Fi chat. He did a $10 Ko-Fi chat to play this song. Possibly not. So I'm to confirm, you did want to play the song. You weren't just quoting the lyrics, right? Karen Dave?
I was excited to play the song.
Perfect. I'll get that played here real quick. Y'all can go ahead and chat it out in there, and then we'll continue the conversation after this quick song. It's a pretty fast one. Good to see you, Kieran Dave. Tell me you got... Oh, wait, I probably shouldn't talk about that on stream. Anyways, let's play the song real fast.
Possibly not. Possibly not. Possibly not. Possibly not. God. Possibly not. God. Yeah. You said God can't fail. You said God won't stop. You said God's in every world. Possibly not. Taco walked in with a blade in his teeth. Atheist brace up, no room to breathe. Unrighteous deism clutching their beats. Till he dropped one line and they started to squeal. Is it necessary? I can prove that. You said all worlds, I said move back. This God must be, he can't drop out. What possibly not pulls the whole thing out. No mist, no smoke, no churchy fuck. Your own damn claim just killed your God. If he must exist, he can't be missed. So if he might not be, he does not exist. Possibly not, then not at all. Possibly not, then watch it fall. Unnecessary God can maybe stop. So possibly not means not at all. Possibly not, then not at all. Possibly not, then watch it fall. If your God can fail in one damn world, then your God don't stand anywhere at all. Then came the answers, weak and bizarre. Bro, that's not fair. Bro, God's too large. Bro, you just hate him.
So sad apple. That is incorrect. If Einstein tried to prove his theories to ChatGPT, he would be able to. He wouldn't be able to confirm his predictions. He would have been able to. He would have been able to convince ChatGPT to do that. That would have. He would be able to. Oh yeah. So that's like one of the main criticisms that I have of people who are critiquing AI is that they assume that things won't work, like proving Einstein's theory. But they can. Like if you give it a high level academic prompt to analyze things, it will be able to confirm things like Einstein's theory. It'll say there's no empirical evidence because there isn't, but you can in fact prove that it's mathematically correct or consistent with the evidence or whatever. Yeah, I don't like them the song stuff at all. So I muted on my end and just chat with my chat. I don't really. All right. Luke, are Luke still there? Okay. So he can't, he's still in the group chat though. There you go. He figured it out. He figured out how to ask for exact examples. He accomplished the goal. Congratulations, Luke. Basic English skills are good. Luke is arguing, he's making the anti-Matt Dillahunty argument that, oh, well, if you don't know what's going to convince you, then you can't say there's no God because you don't know what evidence would be. And so he's trying to get ChatGPT to give him examples without, and so I told him just ask ChatGPT for examples most atheists would accept as evidence, and it did. And now he is very unhappy. Controlled miracle tests, a global pre-announced experiment where thousands of amputees regrow their limbs instantly after prayers to a specific deity. Happens under medical observation, recorded, repeatable across locations. No natural explanation possible. Public verifiable revelation. A being appears simultaneously to all humans and communicates the same message to every language. Provides new complex knowledge. Leaves persistent measurable effects. Like it's given good examples. Like I like all of this. This would all be good. Predictive prophecy, a source tied to an exact data that predicts exact dates, locations, and outcomes of multiple unlikely events. Published in advance, cannot be altered. Repeated correctly beyond statistical chance. Direct interaction with testability. Example, a deity answers specific questions in real time. Provides verifiable info unknown to anyone. Works under controlled conditions with independent observers. Violations of the physics. You could write anything off. You could just problem under determination, but most rational atheists would count these as evidence, whether or not they're 100% certain. Yeah, none of that would have been in any of the examples I gave above. So, crazy person yelling things is not testable predictions. No. Peer reviewed, testable, published in advanced prediction. No, that would not be a published in advance prediction with exact dates and times. That would be a crazy person with ambiguities. Ambiguities aren't testable predictions. Like, it has to be something that would be accepted in a peer-reviewed journal. That's incredibly ambiguous. Yeah, I already read that one. It's the your problem of definition. Yeah, your problem of defining God. That's not an atheist problem. Good catch, but that exactly exposes the core issue, not a flaw in the example. Short answer, yes, that is the exact tension. If a definition of God, like the Catholic one, rules out these kinds of evidence that would reliably demonstrate existence, then it becomes hard or impossible to distinguish that God from non-existent beings using standard epistemic methods. So it gave you examples of what atheists would count as evidence. You saying your God can't do those things is your problem, not the atheist problem. No, that's your problem. You need to give a definition of your God that could lead to predictions. That's not on the atheist to do. As it explicitly says, you said that. No, that you said that. You said that. That's something that you said is like, if that's okay. If- Why are you still speaking? There's it doesn't say the word none once. No, it's just granting the argument. So, stop talking, stop talking. You're so dumb. I'm going to correct you on ChatGPT. Let's go. ChatGPT, does the consensus view of the Catholic God, um, entail predictions like the ones you listed? It seems like Luke is defining his God as to not provide these, but no, you're not. The typical understanding of the God would be consistent with these. No, this is a question for ChatGPT. Is this Luke's specific definition to avoid falsifiability, or is this the actual definition? Let's find out. Catholicism is compatible with evidence. Yes. So what are you arguing? Yes, all of those things would be compatible with the Catholic God. He's arguing that his God would never do any of the things atheists ask for. Therefore, what? So again, he's trying to shift the burden of proof off of the atheists or off of himself onto the atheist. If you can't provide a coherent definition of God that can provide evidence, that's your God's problem, not the atheist problem, which ChatGPT told you in the very first response. Atheists give you answers what qualifies as evidence for them. The fact that your God will not do them means your God has no evidence, but the atheist has provided evidence. I don't stop talking. I don't care. We can tell you what counts as evidence. Stop talking. We told you what counts as evidence. If your God doesn't provide evidence, your God has no evidence. The answer was given. Stop talking, Luke. I don't care what you think God is or isn't. What counts as evidence is independent. Stop talking. Stop talking. What counts as evidence, stop talking. What counts as evidence is independent of your God. What counts as evidence is objective. No God matters. What you define as God doesn't matter. If you define your God in such a way that it doesn't provide evidence, your God has no evidence. The atheist can very clearly, very concisely give you a definition of what counts as evidence. You saying your God, your invisible sky daddy won't do those things isn't a problem with atheism. It's a problem with your worldview. How is that not necessarily the case? We give a definition of evidence. This is objective. His says his God will not provide it. That's a problem with his worldview. His worldview cannot provide evidence. How is that not the case? I never said anything about a YouTube channel. I said evidence as in scientific, testable, repeatable evidence. We just give a definition of what evidence is. His God will never do it means his God has no evidence. What? Which fallacy? Name the fallacy. That's not a fallacy. Category error isn't a fallacy. It's not a fallacy, and what I said isn't a category error. If it can't be tested, does it have evidence? Morality can be tested. That's the whole point of the argument. Go back to your point. If it can't be tested, then it has no evidence. Unless it's conceptual, like imaginary. Stop skipping to a different topic. This was the point. I don't care what you're saying. Stop talking. It's a you're right. It's a philosophical concept. No shit. No shit. Stop talking. Okay, I'm done with I'm muting him. I'm muting him because I don't wanna listen. I'm so tired of idiots. So tired of idiots. Holy shit. Put your stupid question in ChatGPT so it can tell you why you're wrong and I don't have to. Oh, yes, that's why I'm telling him he's an idiot. I'm not gonna explain it to him. He can write it in there. I'm not talking Luke, shut up. I'm done talking to you. You're too stupid for me also. Put it in ChatGPT. It will correct you. Yes. So stop talking, put it in ChatGPT, and it will correct you like I just did in ChatGPT. No, you morons. I prove you wrong. You're too stupid to understand. No, you this is not my chat. What are you talking about? Your chat got wrong. Chat GPT. Yes, it's work. Say ask chat GPT, then ask the question because the question could be to any of the other people in the chat. So chat GPT, then ask the question. Yes. Source is wrong because that had absolutely nothing to do with his objection, but huh? No. There you go. Yeah, I muted forgot to unmute
Chat
the music.
GBT.
Right.
Okay. How does
Thank you, veggies.
test physical phenomena? There we go. That's a good way. Phenomena that aren't intentionally repeatable. How would it test a miracle, for example? ChatGPT is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's pretty crazy. Like, I don't understand how one person can make so many horrible, disgusting noises out of their mouth. Like, not only do you need a backup like 6 inches from your microphone, you should probably be muting it when you're not talking, just because you have so many guttural noises that come out of your mouth.
Who are you talking?
It's constant. It's been nonstop this whole time.
Who?
Source.
Oh,
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry. When I'm typing, I was talking out loud. My bad. I won't do it anymore.
It's not just that. It's like everything he's been doing. And then there's the Mind in back, but the Mind has a $7 bounty still. So if anybody would like the Mind to join us, he's got a $7 bounty. Also, we are at 1 out of 10 on the super chat goal, or the what's it called? Shit. Well, I got to reset it because it's over an hour now, actually, because I set those for an hour. So we're at 0 to 10 on the goal. So if y'all are loving the show, please consider tipping on Ko-Fi. It makes all the difference in the world. Unfortunately, YouTube determined that I'm not a real person or something like that. So, yeah, I have to go through Ko-Fi right now until we get that sorted out. So hopefully they get that sorted. I'm not sure exactly what the inauthentic shit is, but in the meantime, if you love the show, go through Ko-Fi. Links in chat.
all right, Luke. I just posted the question in the correct way on ChatGPT, and it debunked you in 5 seconds. It is primarily a problem with the Christian claim failing to meet the burden of proof, not a failure of the atheist definition of evidence. A theist can argue that it is a category that God is not the kind of entity that should be expected to produce scientific evidence, so atheist criteria is misapplied. But that is a problem with the Christian worldview, not the atheist. Exempting God from standards of evidence requires requirements without justification, special pleading, moving responsibility from claimant, shifting the burden of proof, defining a claim to avoid evaluation. Like I said, you're just defining your God outside of the found of evidence. This is a problem with your worldview, not the atheist. So don't blame the atheist for not being able to come up with evidence for a God you defined that can't provide evidence.
I don't even know where my answer is at.
Which was your question?
How
How does science test phenomena that aren't intentionally repeatable?
Yeah. How did you find that?
I'm looking now.
Oh, here we go. Oh, good question, Ryan.
Screen.
Science can study non-repeatable events, but it uses different methods than. Sorry, I won't read out loud. Or should I read out loud?
Yeah,
I don't know how to.
Yeah, go for it. So because I think it'll help for your audience to keep up. Sure.
Oh yeah, okay. Good question. Short answer: science can study non-repeatable events, but it uses different methods than controlled experiments. When something cannot be intentionally repeated, like a supernova, a meteor impact, or alleged miracle, scientists rely on forensic-style investigation. Here are the main ways: physical evidence. Scientists examine measurable traces left behind. Example: if a claimed miracle healing occurred, well, I mean, it's. Medical records before and after scans, disease. Yeah, but okay, yeah. Well, no shit. Multiple independent observers and sources are checked. Did multiple people observe the same events? Are their accounts consistent? Is there video instruments or medical documentation? I mean, there are those, but that gets dismissed as well as like group hallucination.
Well, wait,
which is actually a real thing. You know, a group can actually share in a hallucination.
So that's great. Type that in. Be like, you've heard of cases where these exist. Why aren't these accepted? Something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Karen Dave, hang on 1 second. Let me take a look at the screen. Karen Dave, yes, you do need to reconnect. You got the glitch because we have so many people on the panel right now. So I would try reconnecting.
Yeah, I mean, so this thing is asking from a purview of like that supernatural can actually be a thing. It
can be a thing. There's no logical contradiction with the supernatural.
Except, well, I mean, look at if we're gonna think of things in supernatural terms, and I mean, the quantum world is subnatural.
No.
You know, astronomy is supernatural. Like it doesn't.
No.
It's like, listen, if we discover something and we figure out that it actually does exist, we put it into the category of naturally occurring phenomena.
No, type that in.
If,
See,
if,
like,
we, if we found out ghosts,
ask
hold on,
ChatGPT
hold on. If we found out if ghosts were real, they would not be supernatural anymore.
So here's your argument. Your argument is that what your name is? What is your name on there? It is
Looks like you're working, Karen Dave.
In the ChatGPT.
Hooray.
You're Draper Brown.
Yeah, that's right.
Draper Brown is arguing that anything we discover would be considered natural, so no supernatural things are possible. Is it possible for there to be a supernatural realm which could be discovered and defined to be different than the natural world? Maybe that's a good summary of your question.
I guess. I'm just saying, like,
But
it's just what we do. I mean, if you think about a particle and you go back in time prior to us knowing about atoms or particles or any of that, it would sound like magic if you were trying to describe it to somebody prior to discovering it. As soon as it goes into the scientific world and those people, the smarties, are all talking about it, then social attitude about it changes to something. Like, huh?
Summary of your
Sure,
position.
It's possible in principle, but it comes with a definitional problem. Right now, supernatural usually means outside or beyond the natural world. But in practice, if we discover something, can observe it, can study consistently, science will eventually. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes. Keep reading.
It's not that supernatural things can't exist. It's that anything we reliably detect and study becomes natural by definition. Well, that's because anything that's in the world is a part of nature. So it is natural. Supernatural, common definition, beyond nature, not governed by natural laws. Science studies anything which consists. If a supernatural realm interacts with our universe, produces measurable effects, it becomes scientifically accessible and gets absorbed into nature. That's what I'm saying. Supernatural is a nonsensical term. It's more of an emotional thing than anything else.
Well, not really. No, I mean, in principle, a truly supernatural thing would be something that is not just unknown to the laws of nature. It would be unknowable to the laws of nature. It would not be governed full stop. Right. So, like, if you're saying if there's this thing that we don't understand, like ghosts, right? And it turns out that actually, indeed, there are souls flirting around. It would not necessarily be the case it could be, but it's not necessarily the case, right? Like,
I don't agree. I don't think that would. Well, I think it's necessarily the case that would have to.
Like, if you could measure, detect,
if the quantum world
quantify.
If the quantum world didn't get classified as supernatural, then we're not going to find anything.
Why would it? It's measurable, detectable, and quantifiable. We can model it with statistics.
And so we can model it. So no, it would not.
Like, well, I mean,
could shoot fire out of my ass, there would have to be some natural explanation for it. Like, if that were to occur,
that's what people are gesturing to the miracles for, right? But Source, like, I don't think, like, you're so close.
Well, I don't agree with, like, the whole making the blind deceive shit and all that stuff. I think I'm with you guys on that whole front. You know what I mean? I guess maybe some fucking magician. I don't know, but I don't believe that that's the case. I think that anything that occurs will have a natural explanation for it, and can't contradict the natural nature. You can't do it's not. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Then how do you tell what's supernatural and what isn't?
There's no such thing as supernatural. Supernatural is like, oh wow, it's awe-inspiring and way beyond my current conception. So I call it. So I give it this label of supernatural. It's more like a mental label for something unexplained. You know what I mean? Like something that's like ghosts and I don't know anything, any sci-fi shit or what. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right, but those things are like, source. At the end of the, like, if you actually start taking an accounting of all of these things that you're proposing, right, and they end up being natural, that just means that you were right and everybody else is wrong, right? That's great, but it doesn't point to anything like outside of actual space, time, logic, the universe, etc. Right? Just means the universe is bigger than we thought. So, like, that could be the case.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Sure.
what I'm. It's yeah. Even
Sure.
if even
But-
multiple was there multiple universes or whatever, or the multiverse theory. Like, I mean, that sounds about as supernatural as anything you get, and it's literally a potential, you know, idea. You know, there's string theorists who actually believe that's a real thing, and that's not super. We don't call that supernatural. You know what I mean? It's like the wildest shit is still natural.
Right, but the multiverse has models. There are even
and I
there's
think
even
you're
experiments.
conflating multiple ideas.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean?
the multiple ideas that you named, and then acted like they're all the same thing.
Well, we're talking about supernatural and natural. So I named a bunch of supernatural, supposedly supernatural
You're not
things.
even tracking. Okay, don't worry. Just go back to the conversation. I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry for jumping in.
Yeah, right.
Well,
someone's not tracking. I don't know who it is. Like, this doesn't make any sense. What I'm saying. I mean, ChatGPT just kind of agreed with me. I don't know. I thought we were going to call that the end all be all.
Well, so it's not just you accept it and it's done. It's a debate process. So yes, ChatGPT did accept you, and now I'm debating it. I'm challenging that idea, seeing if we can get progress. So
let me check that out. Let me see what you. So ChatGPT could argue that atheists don't know enough about.
That's a different person. That's not me.
Oh, that's
all right,
a different thing.
And then there's a Daniel Edwards in the back. Hello, Daniel.
Hello?
Oh no. That's a goodbye, whatever the hell is going on there.
That said,
well, so to answer your question though, that you asked it, Tom, I would say that everyone who accepts that colloquial definition is accepting like a, I don't want to say fallacious, but it's kind of like a fallacious definition. You know what I mean?
No, why would that be fallacious?
Because of the reasons that I already said.
What reasons?
If we found God sitting on a fucking cloud somewhere, you know what I mean? Then it would
that be your
part of the
definition of
natural
God?
world. Like, God would be part of the natural world. Like, outside of nature would not be outside of nature. It would just be more of nature.
Your definition wouldn't be inherently wrong if you just define nature as everything in reality, but nature.
No, I'm saying is the actual definition for supernatural is a mental thing. It's not.
There's no actual definition. That's not a thing. So, like, your understanding of natural, if it's all of reality, then anything we discover in reality would be natural. There are some theists who are natural theologians, but if
point
we
of
understand,
moderation, I think we need to come up with like an actual useful word definition of the word supernatural. And from my understanding, most people are going to say something like outside of the bounds of
I'm
natural
trying to explain
law.
exactly that right now.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure both sides were clear. Cool.
So, like, natural, as we understand it, would be the space-time universe, the stuff that we understand now. Now, there could be other stuff, like magic could be real, souls could be real, God's stuff could be real. And if we discovered those things, like if they were predicted in the Bible and they actually came true, that new ontology that is outside of the physical universe that we know about could accurately be defined as the supernatural. It's both still exist in reality, but they're made of different stuff. One is made of matter and energy. One is made of soul, magic, goo stuff, and that could be supernatural. And it would be completely accurate to call that supernatural, even though both exist in reality, since they are made of different ontologies. That's what ChatGPT just said. So read that part.
Well, okay. So, if we discovered another substance that exists, like plasma or something like that, right? Like, we only know about so many forms of matter. We discover a different form of matter.
Not a different form of matter, a different ontology. So matter, all energy is one kind of stuff, a new kind of stuff, magic, soul stuff. So it's not matter or energy at all. It's just a new thing, a completely new thing. Magic
No,
stuff.
what do you? I don't know what you mean by new. Because we discovered it, it's new.
No, like
it would have
do you
been
know what the
around
word
forever
ontology
too.
means?
I do not understand what ontology means. I get it.
So ontology is like the stuff that
how
exists.
things, how things are.
Right.
Are
And,
right.
so, and so there's the stuff that stuff we know about is made of matter and energy, right? But there could be other stuff out there that's not made of matter and energy. It's made of something completely different that we have no idea. Magic goo.
No, if it was made of a substance, then we would find a new form of matter. Is what would happen.
No, that's an assumption you're making. There's no, that's not. There's no conclusion to that. So, like, if say it's predicted in the Bible as magic soul goo stuff, and it's discovered based off of predictions in the Bible, then the Bible gets to define it because it made the predictions. You don't get just to label it a new form of matter. It's not how it works.
That is absolutely not true. Science does that all the time.
No,
they discover things that religion's been talking about for thousands of years and repackage it.
That's wrong.
That's not wrong. That is not even close to wrong.
Science, the one who makes the successful predictions, gets to define what it is. Science defined time as something that is a philosophical concept that couldn't bend. Einstein made
why
predictions.
Don't they call bioelectric energy chi? Why don't they call that
because
chi?
Chi didn't make testable predictions. It didn't work.
Yes, it
no,
did.
it didn't.
No,
yes,
it
did.
Read
ChatGPT. I'm done talking to you. I've explained it.
I've explained it wrong. I happen to know a little
bit
about
ChatGPT.
this. I'll tell you exactly the history of it.
Put it in ChatGPT. So ChatGPT just said I was right and explained this exactly as I explained it. If you don't understand it, you're too stupid. So keep reading ChatGPT.
Right. You really value your intelligence, don't you? That's like a really important thing for you, isn't it?
Not really, but
like you're
I
very
don't
proud
want
of that,
to
aren't you?
re-explain things that I've already explained. That I do value quite a bit. I hate re-explaining topics.
So your time.
No, it's not time either. It's just I don't want to. I want to make progress. I value progress, and having to re-explain something I've already explained in its entirety, I hate.
Yeah, but you're progressing down a fucking in a direction that ain't so. Like, what are you talking about?
That's your lack of intelligence.
If something exists, stop. If something exists, it is made of something. If something exists, then it must be made of something. If it's made of something, then that's a substance. If it has a substance, and we discover this new substance, we would have discovered a new substance. It wouldn't be some like, and then we would have a classification for that, and then we would have it. That would mean that we have a device that we can detect it and measure it and all that shit. That's what would happen. And then it would
you're
just
an idiot. No, not all substances
substances
are natural by definition. Problem solved. You're a dumbass.
Now you go to insult.
Oh my god.
So go to ChatGPT. Try to make that argument.
You're an idiot.
Debunked.
That's what he does when he loses. He loses. He just uses an
I can't
insult.
believe this really
Do you
happened.
think he lost, Luck?
Yes, well,
Luke is an
insult
idiot. Luck is an
is the
idiot. I've already
tool of the
debunked
feeble
Luck in
of
there,
mind.
too.
Someone who doesn't have any more arguments, they use
So
insults.
ChatGPT just debunked
They say
Luke's
to
dumbass.
the other person, "Shut up, be silent.
Luke
I don't want
says
to hear from
one.
you."
Luke,
This
why are
kind
you
of
talking?
thing, so-
Hey, Luke, stop over talking. Come on. Also, people in the audience, remember, you can pay to mute, kick, whatever you want, the people on the panel. So if somebody's annoying you, feel free to mute them. It's $1 a minute. You can do that through the, sorry, we just changed this to the Ko-Fi. It's in chat somewhere. Yeah, you click that and you'll be able to kick or mute people or whatever you need to do there. Sorry for the interruption.
So, Luke, your argument just got debunked by ChatGPT. Read it. Mandatory dissent. Lack of a perfect, complete understanding does not invalidate evaluating a claim based on its presented properties. The burden remains on the claimant, you, to define the entity clearly. Specify what would count as evidence. If the definition of God is such that no clear evidence can be specified, then the issue is not the atheist's ignorance. It's the claim is epistemically inaccessible. Your problem, not the atheist. ChatGPT just debunked you. As I said in the beginning, that's literally what I told you. All right, back to bottom.
What you said in the beginning was that ChatGPT
don't speak to me. Go back to ChatGPT. Go try to debunk ChatGPT.
And he wasn't able to find it.
It literally gave you lists. You're a moron.
A list of evidence that do coincide with the Catholic God definition.
Luke, stop
he wasn't
speaking.
able
Luke,
to
stop
do
speaking. I've already debunked you on this. Go back to ChatGPT. If you think ChatGPT is
You're
wrong with what it
overtalking
just
me.
said, go ahead. Go argue with it.
So when
I'm
I
talking
point
to
out,
source right now. I'm going to
Oh
source.
yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
responding
doing.
to
I'm
him.
gonna go type in. I'm gonna type in the chat
yes,
GPT. How do I mute my mic
do
though?
that.
I don't see, oh,
I
never
think
mind.
it's fine if you just
Yeah,
like
you found it.
turn away. But all right,
So when
back
you find
to-
out that
why Luke,
ChatGPT
go
wasn't
address.
able
Go address.
to, I'm not talking to you, Jump. Shut up.
It addressed you.
I am not.
It literally
talking
gave
to you.
answers to every one of your questions. It gave you everything you asked. 100%.
Right now,
It was full.
you realized that your claim is not falsifiable. ChatGPT pointed out the fact that there is no atheist evidence that would convince atheists when it comes to the Catholic God. You asked him, is there such
Why
a
are you
thing?
lying?
He said,
Why are you
no,
lying?
there is no such thing when it comes to the Catholic God.
No, why are you lying,
So
Luke? Why are you
I'm
lying?
pointing out
Why are
to
you lying?
ChatGPT that there are such
Why
things.
are you lying?
And I'm teaching your robot about things.
No, why are
that
you
could
lying?
be tested
Are you so
using
stupid
the
you
tools
can't read? It
that
literally told you
we
the
have.
opposite of that.
Why
It
are you
gave
over-talking me, John?
Because you're lying. You're just literally just ignoring everything it said to try to
You're
maintain your
over-talking. It's
delusion.
like you don't like to hear the truth.
Because you're
Um,
lying. Read what
You
it
need to
actually
over-talk
said,
me.
you moron. It literally
Okay,
gave you a list of everything
of
that was
moderation.
shown as evidence.
Earlier when TJump was talking in responding to a point you made, you wanted him to respond to something. You literally started ramming into him while he was responding to you, right? So rather than talking about the meta, just be an adult and have a conversation. You've been up here a bunch of times, Luke. I get it, right? You think you're good at debates and whatnot. Everybody likes to get their opinion in, but let's let other people in the panel finish their statement before jumping in, just to be courteous, please.
So
Did you hear my statement, Takas?
Stop
Are you able
lying.
to repeat it back, or were you cut off by TJump's interjection in my statement?
I'm just pointing out that you're just complaining about being interrupted after ramming into somebody responding to you, and I'm saying have a conversation. I don't think anybody's trying to overtalk you. I think TJump's trying to have a valid, good conversation with you.
You shouldn't have any trouble to repeat back my argument.
Would you shut up?
All right,
Question.
Luke. If you're gonna do that shit, you're gonna get the fuck off my panel. Do you understand me? Say yes, Daddy Taco, right now, or get the fuck off
I
my
understand
panel.
you.
Hey, Taco is the god of this panel.
All right.
Just so,
He is, yeah.
That's
He
good
doesn't like
enough.
to be
he
proven
is
wrong.
all powerful here.
So here's where we are, Luke.
I'm sitting here trying to moderate you, and you're asking me to repeat back what you said when you were being a dick to TJump. Fuck off with that shit.
So here's where we are, Luke. ChatGPT proved you wrong. It gave you all of the things atheists would count as evidence. Then you said your dumbass definition of a god is too ambiguous to qualify as evidence. And then ChatGPT said, okay, if your dumbass definition is too ambiguous, that's not a problem with the atheist. That's a problem with your dumbass definition. So no, the atheist gave you everything you needed to qualify as evidence. Then you said your dumbass god can't do those things because it's a dumbass. And ChatGPT said, okay, you have the burden of proof to provide a coherent definition that can be addressed. And it is not the atheist problem. And the atheists are perfectly rational to critique your God and to give criterion based off of the definition of your God that is provided and give those standards. So everything the atheist is doing is correct. Your definition is dumbass. That's where we are. That's where ChatGPT said. That's a summary of all of the positions. And I can type that in and ask, is this an accurate summary? And it's going to say yes. So your representation, Luke, is you're a dumbass. You have to accept, yes, we provided a definition of evidence. Your definition of God is too incoherent gibberish. And if that's fine, like you can choose to have an incoherent gibberish definition of a God, but we provided evidence. And that's perfectly rational, as ChatGPT said in his last response. And your job is to provide a coherent definition of your God and to stop trying to shift the burden of proof onto us. You're the problem.
Right now, the definition that I use is the one used by the Catholic Church.
No,
it is not my definition. It is the one that the Catholic Church used.
You know,
So when
he's
TJump
actually-
say,
hold on, Luke,
it is
one
mine.
second, buddy. So it's actually
I
kind
will
of cool,
wait.
man. Like just argue through ChatGPT.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. Just argue through ChatGPT. So yeah, I get it. This is unorthodox, so it's kind of hard to get used to. But I this is actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, you're doing
So-
great. I'm
Yeah.
loving the
And
conversation.
ChatGPT pointed TJump wrong in the
No,
claim that I have a
Write
different
that. Luke,
definition
write
than
that
the Catholic
in
Church.
ChatGPT. Let's clarify. ChatGPT. My summary of the debate with Luke. Luke is
Ask
claiming
him
that
about
atheists cannot
the definition of
Luke,
God.
you ask people to repeat your argument, right? That's what I'm
That
doing.
Luke says, no, you are not typing what I said.
Luke, listen to my words. Listen carefully.
I am listening to
Stop
you.
talking. Stop talking. Just no. Here's the part where I'm saying Luke is claiming atheists cannot provide a definition of evidence that would qualify as evidence for his definition of the Catholic God because it doesn't do testable.
Not his definition, the definition.
It doesn't matter. No, it's not your definition, but well, that's separate.
That's why I want you to correct
No,
teacher.
no,
That's a
no,
mistake.
no, no.
I'm telling you that you are typing. You keep
Luke,
typing it.
English. If your definition is the same as the Catholic Church, then saying your definition would apply to both. It doesn't make a difference here. English works for both. So
The mistake that ChatGPT corrected you on
definition you're using is fine. So
is
stop,
that
follow along. So
it is not mine. It is the
oh
Catholic
my
Church
God,
definition.
idiot! If you are using the same definition of the Catholic Church, and I say your definition, then those are going to be the same thing. You dumbass.
This is what ChatGPT corrected you on in this debate, TJump. Do
No.
you want to read it back?
Stop. Pause. Just follow along.
Do you want to read it
Stop
back?
talking,
Yes or
Luke. I'm
no?
smarter than you. There's no value you can provide to me that I can learn from anything you're saying. You have zero intelligence.
So you
Just
don't
follow along.
you don't want to read
Stop-
back the mistake
Stop
that you made.
talking.
You don't want to
Stop
correct
talking.
your mistake.
Stop talking.
You're still making the same
Can you just
mistake,
mute
repeating
Luke,
the same
please? Holy
mistake.
shit, just mute him. Just mute him so we can start to make progress.
And you don't want to do it
if any-
again.
So that we do
Holy
pay to mutes here, but Luke, please hang on and listen to what's being said. I think you. I mean, we're all here. TJump's trying to respond to what you're saying, and you're just like saying, "No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong." Maybe, I guess, listen for a second, because
His
I mean,
definition. Go ahead, Daryl.
yeah, I mean, it just seems like from the times that you've been on here. I mean, I don't want to judge.
Oh, you
how wrong
don't?
like you
Really?
literally like you really
You want me and you say I'm
let
going
me
to
pull
kick
up
you
a
out.
debate- Let me just pull up a debate title from one of
You
your.
don't know the judge.
Let me just pull up a debate title from one of your debates real fast so that people can understand what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, take us. That's right. When asked, what did I say?
All right. No, what,
You-
you're even over talking.
you said I'm going to kick you
Let
out.
me read the name of a debate title. You're so insecure about your position. You won't even let me read the name of the debate title that you chose.
Take us.
The name of the debate title that you chose was "Is J.L. Warren's Atheism Unreasonable?" So, TJump, just so you know, I think that would mean that according to your ChatGPT thing you're doing, he would probably be like a 1.5 to a 2, is what that'd probably rate him, right?
Based on the title, what was this? What? I don't understand.
But yeah, the title of the debate was "Is J.L. Warren's Atheism Unreasonable?"
I don't see any inherent problem with that title.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't understand the argument you're making right now, Taco. I'm not sure.
Oh, because
Yeah.
he just never mind. I was just it was
Making fun of Luke.
I was trying to
He
make it
loves to do
funny, but you didn't play along, so it wasn't as funny.
Yeah, music using mockery as a tool.
Yeah, I was using mockery.
Then yes, Taco is correct.
Mhm.
All right,
This
so
is so
I just
fun.
asked ChatGPT to summarize my debate with Luke, and we're gonna see. Let's see what it says. Let's see if Luke is right. I asked. Luke thinks that ChatGPT is agreeing with him that atheists are at fault for this, and I am arguing that it is his fault for not having a coherent definition. Thus, he has the burden of proof. Let us see what ChatGPT has to say. Yes, your framing is correct. The failure lies with the theist's definition not providing a valuable criteria, not with the atheist being unable to define evidence. That's your argument, right? That this is the atheist's fault because they cannot provide, they're unable to define evidence, right? Luke, that's your argument?
I'm replaying
Oh, okay.
the thing to your argument. I think I already typed before
What?
about the resurrection, which
What
is a claim of the Catholic Church.
What does that have to do with anything I just said?
Well, because the chat GPT, I'm pointing out that he was wrong and mistaken in his claim that there are no testable claims of the Catholic Church.
What? How is that test? That's not even testable. What is that? So I don't. That's a separate topic. Separate topic. I don't care.
Oh.
Was the original topic? The original topic was you were saying atheists are at fault because they can't give a definition of evidence of what would convince them. Right? That's your argument. Correct?
They no, not really. They don't know what they're talking about. Is that what you said?
Yeah, something like that. There's something bad about the fact that atheists can't define what evidence would be for the Catholic God. That's your argument, right?
Yes, that's wrong.
That's wrong as in that's bad, or that's wrong as in that's not your argument?
It's an argument from ignorance. When they say there is not enough evidence to claim that there is a God, when they are talking, when they're using the word God, they don't understand what they're using, or they're referencing a God that is a false one, not the real one.
Right. And so that's the argument. And so then my argument is that that's your fault because you don't have a definition of God that can provide evidence. And then that's what I asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said, yes, your framing is correct. The failure lies with the theist, that's you, definition not providing evaluable criteria, not with the atheists being unable to define evidence. The fact that atheists can't define evidence that fit your definition isn't the problem of the atheists. That's your burden of proof. As it just said, go ahead and read that part right there, because that's the point of your worldview. All right. I don't know what the next part was. Did Draper, did you make progress?
I said, if the soul was discovered to be a real thing, it would have to be made of something, yes. And if we discovered it, then that would mean we came up with a device or method to detect it, yes. Does that follow?
Sure.
Yes, that generally follows. I haven't read it. I haven't read the response yet. So,
well, I would agree with that. So my argument wouldn't be that. My argument would be is that there could be a second substance that is the supernatural realm, and it can interact.
Wait, type it into ChatGPT, man. What are you doing?
It's the right below that.
Oh, okay. So fill in my argument. Make it the strongest version of the acceptance of the supernatural. Direct answer: yes. Tier classification: strategic, ontological, plus epistemological.
You can skip all those. That's the title. You can skip the title.
Steelman, your argument maximally strengthened. Definition, framing, historical precedent, many things once considered beyond nature, electromagnetism, space-time curve. Wait, I think it's Steelman, my argument.
No, it's just giving the different levels of the definition.
All right, while you're reading, ideally not out loud, we've got Daniel Edwards in the back. What's going on, Daniel? Did you get that fixed? Hey.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Are you an atheist or a theist, or what position do you hold, man?
Atheist.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. Well, feel free to, it's an open panel, so just feel free to join in as you like here.
Yeah, it constitutes more naturalism. That's kind of what I was saying. I don't think supernatural is a thing. You know, it's just a
I
thing.
could give you an example of a way that we could have these things that would probably fall outside the definition of naturalism, if you'd like. Just to give you like a hypothetical that's realizable. It's like logically possible. Imagine that we discover that ghosts are real because you and I and everybody else in the world can suddenly see them tomorrow. However, no instruments except for specifically humans who are alive, who look at them, can detect them. In every other way, they are completely indetectable.
Oh, real quick, Daniel, is the reason you showed me your desktop to show me that I successfully averted disaster there?
What?
What? So,
No,
Kieran,
usually just people show their computer screen on there in the back. It's usually disastrous, right? And this one wasn't disastrous, so I was just curious if you were like kindly showing me I had averted disaster there.
who are you talking to, Taco? Oh.
Never mind. The guy in the back.
Oh. Yeah. So, Kieran, I would say that if that were to occur, then there will have been something that caused it that was within the parameters of what nature can allow for.
Hold on a second.
You know what I mean?
That's not the definition of supernatural. It can't be coupled with causality. That's just not like, or at the very least, if you propose like a completely non-causal supernatural world.
Well, I'm using PSR. I'm just kind of using the PSR definition.
That doesn't matter at all
in that instance. Yeah.
PSR doesn't mean naturalism, right?
No. For the definition of cause, though, I'm just saying there would be an explanation for it. There would be something.
There would be a supernatural explanation
until we figured out how it was happening.
Well, but that's the thing.
It would
there could
not
be a supernatural reason.
Anymore.
There could be the immortals want us to do this, right? And that's just how it works. When the immortals want us all to have this power, we have it, and that's what the immortals do. And they're weird like that, and there's nothing else to it. That's
and
the
if
final
there was
layer
people
explanation.
that were immortal, there would be an explanation.
I'm not saying people who are immortal. I'm saying the immortals. Very different. Please get your ontology different stuff out there. But I'm just saying there are ways in which it could be the case, right, that supernatural things exert causal influence in the world. We would still permit that. We would say, oh yeah, that's supernatural. We're not defining it out of existence, which is, I think, what your accusation is.
Well, no,
right?
I'm not defining it out of exist. What I'm basically saying is, I mean, supernatural is a thing. It's just not what people generally think of it as. It's an illusion in the mind. It's like a trick in the mind. And there's a couple different things that come together to create that. It's a sense, you know what I mean? It's like there's an emotional sense to it. There's a lot of different things that are involved with the supernatural. When someone classifies something in their heads as supernatural, it's.
I agree. They have feelings about the label, but what does that matter? Like, is that if all you mean to say is that it's things that feel supernatural, then I don't know, man.
Well, no, there will be a sense of awe that comes with it, and that and a sense of astonishment that if they were to perceive this thing in their actual experience, it would be astonishing to them. You know, all of these things are in the criteria of when people say that word supernatural in reference to something, it's always you'll always find those things accompanying it. And that's just, you know, and then
I don't know if that's true at all.
I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe there are some people who don't necessarily do that, but it seems to be generally the case. And it seems to me that like I'm saying, if you were to take the atoms, if you were to tell people that there's atoms and that everything is actually empty space and there's forces holding everything together, that would be supernatural to people prior to science coming to understand it. Television would be supernatural. If you went back in time, they'd burn you at the fucking stake at certain times in history if you had a TV or a cell phone. You know what I mean? So it's like that's all I'm kind of trying to say, you know, like that Arthur C. Clarke phrase about magic. I can't remember what it is. Whatever the hell it is.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
That's it. This guy's fucking got it memorized. It's because he's smarter than me. No, this is a cool idea, though, man. You been doing this for a while? Are you just thinking this, TJump?
Of what?
This ChatGPT debate?
Oh, no, I've been doing it with people for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Well, maybe let me throw something in, something to really get the juices flowing here, huh? Let's see here. I got some. What is your philosophy, man, on existence? What are you?
I'm an atheist. I'm a hard physicalist atheist.
Hard physicalist atheist. How about morality, and are you like determinism?
No, I'm but it's a hypothesis. I make testable predictions which could be confirmed, but none of them have been yet.
Like what? Like what's an example?
Like if we discovered aliens and everywhere in the universe, their patterns of moral progress would be the same as life we find on Earth, and that when AI gets discovered,
that comes from a survival. It'll do the same thing, like a survival, because there's a survival instinct that comes with sentience. Is that kind of the idea?
Well, sort of. So if there was, then that would mean that there's some universal pattern that would be applicable to all life, something more general than evolution. Like, for example, if AI discovers it, then it's not evolutionary because it happens outside of evolution. If crystalline forms of life happen, then it's not biological. And so as we generalize it and find that the same patterns exist in drastically different forms of life, then we know that it isn't evolutionary. It's not subjective to social constraint. It's not based off of brains or biology, and we can show that it's a universal principle.
I got you. That's an interesting idea. Let's see here. Here, let's do the design. Let's do the design argument. I have some syllogisms. How about is that something that it can do?
Sure.
So I say so what do I do? Ask ChatGPT.
What argument are you arguing from the position of the atheist or the theist?
From the theist.
So yeah, you say ChatGPT, is this a good argument for the existence of God or something like that, and then just type the principles.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a lot. I was just trying to just do parts of it. Let's do the error. I got an idea.
Copy paste, or you can generalize. You can just say, ChatGPT, give the premises of the design argument.
Oh yeah. It actually will just tell it. Yeah. What's the ChatGPT? What's the okay?
And if multiple people are typing, sometimes it'll answer one person, not the other. You just copy paste it and repost it again. It'll answer yours.
Okay. Oh, that got it typed my answer.
Yep.
It looked like it skipped you.
That's okay.
All right. So should I read this out loud or?
Yeah, if you want, go for it.
Well, there's three of them. We'll just pick one. Hold on, let me see which one we want to go with here. Yeah, fine tuning is too much. Yeah, we'll just do this one here. So, okay.
If you want, I could type the prime mover argument.
The argument. It's a curious argument for a Catholic to deploy. Like, are you not going to use the Thomistic laundering of it? You're going to use the original?
No.
Either one is fine. Like, either one is fine.
Yeah, it's not.
We could go with
not a very
one.
successful.
All right.
Not a very successful argument in 2026, right? Like everybody's like, hooray, eternalism.
So hey, TJump, what? So give me an idea here. So you see the first design inference. We'll go with the first one, William Dembski. If you see it in there.
Yeah.
Daniel, you're a theist. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, he's converted. He's converted 5 minutes ago.
Gotcha. and there's a ChatGPT link in the back. TJump is wanting to debate a bunch of theists on ChatGPT tonight.
Well, it's anybody. So this is great. Like these are people engaging with ChatGPT. Luke is doing good now. He's engaging and he's getting his butt kicked by ChatGPT, and I am loving it.
I don't think I am getting my butt kicked.
No, theology does not provide a clear, standardized operational framework that satisfies all three criteria in rigorous, testable ways, but it does offer partial approximations. It looks like you're getting your butt kicked, to be honest.
Yeah, but it is not the fact.
It's ChatGPT is biased, man.
Yes.
Come on,
it is not.
It is not biased.
No.
When you have a definition, when you define something as it is impossible to execute, you
What?
say, okay, let's make a square circle. And then you
Luke-
say, oh, you're getting your butt kicked because you're unable to make a square circle.
Luke, what are you
I'm
talking
like,
about?
okay, cool.
No
He's
one,
trying-
no one
he's trying-
understood that.
No, I understood that. He's trying to say that him being wrong is like a square circle. It's just not logically possible. And so ChatGPT debunking him is just it can't be debunking him because it's logically impossible that he's wrong.
Oh wow.
You ask for repeatable evidence, something that is not based on observation of the
Here,
world.
Luke,
All right. So hold on.
Miracles
I'll give you
are
an
not
easier-
repeatable.
Luke,
Luke,
And
I'm,
you
I'm, a,
ask
I'm, a,
for a
I'm,
square
a,
circle.
I'm a
So,
theist
of
here. So
course.
you're it sounds to me like the contention that you're the what you're raising here is that the theist doesn't have a good conception of God, and that's the reason they don't believe in God. Is that right? Is that the
They
argument?
ask for repeatable miracles. Miracles on demand. That's what they ask
yeah.
for.
Oh yeah, that's not a thing, right? Yeah. Oh,
Correct.
I got you. Yeah,
They
yeah.
ask for a square circle, something that doesn't exist.
Well, wait a second. I would accept non-repeatable. I would accept in the style of like Carol Cleland. I would actually accept just Bayesian evidence that could overturn my priors.
Yeah, that's true, but
But you
ChatGPT
wouldn't,
doesn't.
though, man. Like
He
you
wants
think that,
repeatable
but
miracles.
Look,
No, he doesn't. It literally said it accepts non-repeatable things above. Like this is one of the things
Yeah.
that Draper asked.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in the answer he gave me, he is
Just
all
a
the
minute
answer
ago.
are pointing out that it is not repeatable on
Do you know
demand.
what's your definition? People are using evidence in a really, really loosey-goosey way in this conversation. Everybody. I'm curious, like, look, what do you think when you're saying atheists don't know what to ask for evidence? What do you think that means?
Sorry, he said no to the arguments of okay, I understand. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear your question. Could you repeat
I
it?
understand. Reading and listening is indeed hard. That's not an ironic thing. I asked you, when you say atheists don't know how to ask for evidence, or that atheists, can't provide evidence, what do you think that they're unable to provide? What do you think is the thing that they're unable? Like, what is evidence? in that
Okay.
case?
Let me
What would
let
prove
me
them
answer
wrong?
for Luke. So Luke, make sure I'm understanding your worldview correctly. Luke's position is that the Christian God would not do things that are like testable and repeatable in the way that atheists would like, and so atheists cannot provide a definition of evidence that his God would do. That's what he's saying. He's saying it's impossible for atheists to give a definition of evidence that would meet his God or be in coherence with what his God would do.
Oh, what? Wait. I mean, okay.
I mean,
it's been a while since I've been a Catholic. But
This is
So-
kinda right.
let me see.
There
I remember
are
the one
no-
eternal, almighty, all perfect creator of heaven and earth, and then something Trinity, right?
that's the right one.
Okay,
So
yeah. Okay. Well,
you have repeatable
why
miracles
couldn't it? Why can't that God do something repeatable? It sounds like it's supposed to.
on demand. It
Really?
is one of the things that we do observe.
Okay. I'm just curious. What happens at this? During Mass, is there a miracle that happens during every Mass?
If you want to talk about transubstantiation, yes, we could say it is a miracle. But
Does that happen on
It
God's
is-
schedule or on the church's schedule? I'm just curious if that's repeatable.
it is a miracle that does not change the
Look, get
The-
reductioed.
sorry,
Biatch.
what?
Get reductioed. That's you're ridiculous. You're
What?
literally describing a miracle. The Catholic Church is famous for reproducible miracles. It's
Wait.
famous for it. Every single
careful.
mass. Every single mass.
It's not the type of miracle that atheists are talking about.
If it were really
Atheists-
flesh, I'd be disgusted, but I'd be impressed.
Draper, I got you. I
There
got
is
it.
no change
sec.
in matter.
Yeah.
One sec. So
There is change in substance.
one sec, Luke. One sec, Luke.
Transubstantiation
One sec.
is not
What's
transformation.
the difference?
Many atheists do the same mistake, and that's
No.
why it is not repeatable
But it's still a
miracles.
miracle.
Can you guys pause
As
for 1 second?
described
Just 1
by
second.
the atheists.
What's
It's
up,
a miracle.
TJump?
So I got ChatGPT to admit that the supernatural could be a reasonable, justifiable academic thing. Could you take a look at that, Draper, and then you guys can go back to it?
Sure. I just think
where-
that it's a miracle
where
whether
do
I
I find
accept it or not, Luke.
Oh, it's the very
No,
bottom.
I-
It's the very last one.
Very last one. Okay.
So a
a-
miracle defined
miracle.
as an action of God
Yeah.
Yes, God
They know
do
about
act
fire.
And it is
to change the
miraculous.
substance
Right.
of the bread into him.
And it's
So-
miraculous.
So yes, in that sense.
Okay, so it is a
that's
repeatable
not
miracle.
the
It's a
sense
repeatable miracle. Your
that
God can
atheists
do repeatable miracles.
use when they ask their question. It is not
But you're not talking
the
to every
same
other
meaning
atheist.
that the yes, I am.
You're not.
the chat-
I am right here in front of you. You're not even talking to ChatGPT right now. You're
Oh,
talking to me.
I was
here and
talking
Dave.
about ChatGPT. Sorry.
Well,
thought-
but I'm talking to you. You are
Okay.
responding to me. I am surprisingly not ChatGPT, and I wouldn't use that product.
Oh, okay, cool. So if you were to agree that miracles are just action of God's, not things that will change matter, so yes, we could agree that
Sure.
this is repeatable.
Okay, fine. Then I would simply like a repeatable experience that I can't deny from God.
On a tangent there to get that to say that though, huh? You're really
No, yeah. So your position is more closer related to the academic position. So to get ChatGPT to accept my argument, it took a lot of like debate, and that's a good thing. But you see,
you did, you got it there.
Yeah. But do you understand the argument there of why that would be?
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree with it.
Well, if you,
As a matter of fact, I could
would
go
you
with-
understand it? Do you understand the type of argument it is?
Well, I've only glossed over it. Well, you're trying to use dualism and
Well, so
and what was it? And
your
Platonism.
view is monism. Monism is that the naturalism is all there is. Everything is in the natural
Yeah.
world, and
Yeah.
dualism is like the typical version of dualism is that consciousness and matter are two different kinds of things. And so in this context, if we discovered a supernatural realm, like a new ontology of magic, goo, space stuff, it would be rational for a theist to say that's the supernatural. And even though they both exist in reality, it would be reasonable for a theist to say the natural world is the matter and energy stuff, the supernatural is the magical soul stuff. And so, like, if there was actually a heaven, when you died and you went to heaven, they could say that's supernatural and be justified. Whereas you would say it's all a part of the natural world. And both of those positions would be philosophically coherent.
Right. My contention is that there's whether I think if there was a heaven, that there would be some kind of natural explanation for it.
Well, right. So that's in philosophy, that would be the monist position. Everything is natural.
Right.
And then, but that doesn't disprove the dualist position that there's a separate kind of substance that we should treat as different. I'm not a dualist. I'm also I'm naturalist.
No, I got it. I know. I see what you did. Yeah, but
I'm just there is a logical argument to be made for the supernatural and dualism, even if I don't agree with it. All right, you guys, Luke and the other guy, go ahead.
Since they have no response, I do have an important point of moderation. We've been going up for about 2 hours, and I guess we're starting another goal. If y'all are enjoying the show, please consider supporting with a Ko-Fi what do they call tips? Ko-Fi tip on the Ko-Fi link I put in chat. It is secure. That goes through PayPal. But I'll put the link in chat again for y'all. But if y'all have any questions for anybody, y'all want to mute, kick, anything like that, feel free to support the show. It makes all the difference in the world. And yes, a taco under the correct circumstances could be classified as a sandwich.
But did you see that? Like, me and Draper had a debate, a disagreement, and then we used ChatGPT to come to an understanding. That's pretty good. You're Draper, you're muted.
I still feel like I can counter this though. If I I do what you did.
But that's good. Like, we made progress. That's good.
Right. Yeah.
And then you wanted me to do something with the design argument?
What was it? If you see it up there, it's up in
The one that Luke posted,
no,
or the one that you posted, the one, the Dimsky one.
It's
Complexity.
11:26 p.m. 11:26 p.m. So I was just going to go with the first one.
And what do you want me to do with it?
So I don't know. What do you want me to do with it? Like, what should we do? What do I do with this in ChatGPT to get an argument going?
Do you want ChatGPT to argue with Dimsky or against Dimsky?
With them.
So yeah, you can say ChatGPT give the strongest possible version of William Dembski's argument
Okay.
for the design.
Okay.
I need to go do dad things and read to my daughter, but I did want to point out that you should occasionally restart your ChatGPT session to uncook your context, especially for the smaller OpenAI models. They get mighty cooked after a while. It's good to reset them.
Well, you can't do that with group chats because then it'll die. You have to start a new group chat.
That's a problem they should fix, but be aware of it all the same.
It's really easy to cook AI. That's why I showed you the video of the Catholic AI bot that's programmed to never say that it's an atheist, that said it's an atheist, right?
Well, yeah, if you tell it, it does what you tell it to do for the most part. But that's why if you give it a strong academic priming prompt, it's very hard. It's extremely hard to do that. Like I just had to debate for like 20 minutes to get it to admit that the supernatural is philosophically coherent because I gave it a only use academic standards level prompt at the beginning. So it only does that if you give it bad training.
Hello, everyone. I was listening. It was interesting.
Cool.
Oh, nobody. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
That was interesting seeing Luke getting deconverted. Welcome to atheism, Luke. It's good to have you.
Yeah, I mess with ChatGPT quite a bit. I find it helps to talk very condescendingly when something looks invalid, and then it's like, oh shit, my bad, dude. You're right.
I'll have to try that.
Oh, and I just realized Karen Dave's thing is a subscription. Karen Dave got a membership, I think is what that is. And then Kurt with a $10 donation, or oh shit, there's another one.
It knows me. At the very bottom, it says why TJump and many philosophers think the CSI argument collapses mathematically. It knows me.
Wait, what is it now?
Read the very last line of your last prompt.
And Hizzle, does that look better? Do you like that format better? I hope you like that format better.
I mentioned you by name. Wow.
It does.
When a system contains complex hinges on whether evolutionary processes can generate CSI. Wait, why does the debate hinge on whether evolutionary processes can generate CSI? They do generate CSI, don't they?
Yeah, so if they do, then Dembski loses. If they don't, Dembski wins. That's why it hinges on that point. It's already over, but it hinges on that point.
No, why? No, that doesn't make any sense. If we're saying that the evolutionary process is designed, then the fact that it generates CSI is actually that's a point for the design argument, isn't it?
What is CSI?
Complex structural information.
So like it's saying that Dembski's worldview, it can only be produced by a designer. That's what he means by CSI is Dembski's special term for designer information.
That's the explanation. So that's actually why I picked that one, because the other two were basically saying it's necessarily the case, where that first one was kind of like, no, it's just saying it's the best explanation. Yeah, that's sort of that was actually the only reason I picked it. I actually am reading the beginning here, and I don't even really agree with.
All right. Well,
no, I guess I don't disagree with it.
Well, while you're reading through that real fast, we did have a tip from Kurt. Thank you very much, Kurt. That's greatly appreciated. He did a $10 tip saying "Hard for the Troops." He wants to hear the song "Hard for the Troops," so we'll get that queued up real fast. So you can go ahead and read that. And TJump, if you need to mute for a second, you can mute for a second while this plays.
Dog with a buzz of TV glow, beer on the table and nowhere left to go. Lost his job down at the ham plant line, lost his guns, lost his grip, lost damn near his mind. Got a steering cigar, sunround, stretched over his gut. Dog lunging on the screen and he can't shut up. Talking about freedom with his jaw locked tight. Cranking for the troops every goddamn night. He says, God made man to be rugged and loud, but he's yelling at a wall while the trains surround. For the troops, who's on the floor? Hard for the troops, beating on the door. Hard for the troops, red, white, and bruised. Lost his wife, lost his job, still got something to prove. Mine for the troops, mine running wild. For the troops, acting like a child. He says Deborah left cause he was too out for too true. Hell no, she got sick of you. She got sick of you. No, kids don't call and it says they've all gone soft. Sits around shirtless, coughing in the loft. Landlord Gary is his last real friend. Hot tub, naked, talking trash all weekend. Then it's off to the titty bar. Both have lit, talking about liberals like they started all this shit. Saying the truth make me feel some kind of way. Then it pounds his chest like a fool all day. He thinks liver king's a scientist, prophet, and a king. Meanwhile, Gary's nodding like that means anything. Hard for the troops and boots on the floor. Hard for the troops and beating on the door. Hard for the troops and red, white, and bruised. Lost his wife, lost his job, still got something to prove. Hard for the troops of mine running wild. Hard for the troops acting like a child. He says Deborah left cause he was too out for too true. So no, she got sick of you. She got sick of you. Josal's mad and he's losing his head. Boy, your wife didn't leave cause you're too much man, he said. She left cause you're useless, loud, broken, insane. Sitting in the dark, rush up an action movie pain. You lost your damn job, your pride, your crew, and now you blame the world for what you drag yourself through. Bob and Snap start stomping, throwing fists at the air, but every word Josal says cuts clean and fair. Breakdown chair, hard for the troops. Trailer park, profit in snakeskin boots. Hard for the troops. Ain't got a clue, but he's got strong views. Hard for the troops. Don't in his head like a fever truth. Hard for the troops. Whole damn county knows the man's cut loose. Ever left a note on the kitchen sink? Said you don't need a wife, you need time to think. But he tore it in half and called it a test. Said the alpha path is the path he knows best. Now he kneels by the bed and he talks to God, then stares at Dolph like his brain's gone. I tells Gary, brother, this nation needs men. Gary says, damn right, and they climb back in. Hard for the troops, boots on the floor. Hard for the troops, beating on the door. Hard for the troops, red, white, and bruised. Lost his wife, lost his job, still got something to prove. Hard for the troops, mind running wild. Hard for the troops, acting like a child. He says Deborah left cause he was too alpha, too true. goes, y'all roars. Nah, man, she got tired of you. She got tired of you. Yeah, Bob Jim's in the darkness, soaked in neon lights, with Gary in the hot tub and madness in his eyes. Still talking about the troops like it's all he's got left. A washed up patriot choking on his own breath.
And thank you so much, Nobody on Fire, for the tip as well. He put a $5 bounty on Luke. I got that up there. And then Hizzle as well with the tip. Hizzle said, protection for Nobody on Fire. Nobody on Fire, drink your protection potion. You're not getting muted tonight. Or you might still, but that makes it less likely. All right. Back to the conversation. So what you thinking, TJump?
Well, I saw Luke left after he got blasted multiple times by ChatGPT. I was very entertained.
That did happen. That's the same Luke you talked with. I had to hide a bunch of the videos, but it's the same Luke you talked with in a Theist Helpline or several Theist Helplines ages ago.
Wish I had ChatGPT. It does so much of the work for me. I'm very much happy.
I've actually spoken at length with Luke as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we had him call in a couple of times.
Well, I stopped at some point, trust me. But yeah, he's a dishonest scumbag.
Yes, like that was it's so pathetic, like everything he was trying to do there to shift the burden of proof on atheists by saying it's our fault that we don't have a good definition of evidence based off of his silly criteria of what his God is.
Yeah, well, he's Catholic, right? So he's going to believe in free will. He's going to believe.
I don't feel like Source, you're too much different, though. I mean, I presented you the reverse modal ontological argument.
And I fucking smashed that argument,
2
dude.
weeks. It wasn't
You said it
valid.
was invalid.
You argued for like 2 weeks,
that argument.
dude. You argued for like 2 weeks that the RMOA was invalid.
Real quick, let's. No, I did. Yeah, and I said modus tollens was invalid too, right?
Yes, you did. You said modus tollens was invalid.
Right.
And then you tried.
We can do this real quick. It'll only take a minute.
And then you tried to say that it was the what else did he say? He said it was like the same thing. Oh, Source got a 5-minute mute from Kurt. Hang on 1 second. I gotta $5.
I don't gotta go.
All right. We got a 5-minute mute on Source. Let me get that pulled up real fast. Source, you are muted now. And thank you very much for the tip, Kurt. Greatly appreciated. That is a rather long mute, but I'm sure TJump is going to love the Source silence, right?
No, he's been doing good. He's Draper, right?
Yeah, well, he can keep talking into the chat GPT. He can keep talking into it. I don't think Kurt wants to hear more right now, though.
Yeah, Source, in your defense, you at least listen to some stuff that I say, and I appreciate that about you, because Eli has been so frustrating for me.
What, listening to his debates after debates, saying like even worse shit every debate?
Yeah, he gets dumber, and I've spent like 10 hours trying to coach him out of these dumb talking points, and I'm just, at this point, I'm pissed, so I started talking shit in super chats.
He just starts saying worse and worse shit every debate, and it's just like, how? You think he'd be getting better, right? You got any idea on that, TJump?
What was the question?
Why is a preceptor continuously getting worse every debate?
He's epistemically vicious.
Dark Dothrin's Down syndrome.
That's a good answer.
Uh,
That's probably a good
well,
answer.
it's just I don't even know if he knows what question begging means. Eli.
You know what you should
He
do?
called.
Get him to debate in Chat GPT.
Yeah. No, he'll just like rage quit. But he called Monkey Boy the other day, and man, was that funny. That was really funny. It was like a couple weeks ago.
Eli did, yeah. Yeah. Eli is a character for sure.
I think I've debated him.
Well, yeah, didn't you debate him on here?
Probably.
I think so.
That's who you debated, I think. Let me double check.
Yeah, he's the one who always reifies the laws of logic.
Yeah, it's not great. Let me see if I can find
Oh,
it.
and didn't he also bite the God was always imagining a spork bullet?
Yeah, that was Eli you debated. That's who we're talking about, by the way. The guy that you debated on here several weeks ago. Or a month ago, or whatever that was. Time just kind of all goes by. Eli would get wrecked by Jamar. I don't know who Jamar is, but I'd like
that's Monkey Boy.
Oh, I'd like to see Eli versus Manar. That would be a good one.
Oh God, how weird would that be?
Yeah, I think that would be spectacular. TJump, do you know Manar Report?
Nope.
Oh, he's great. He's spectacular. He's got issues though. So he's a Muslim apologist that just basically nonstop yells at everybody, cussing them out.
Did you see him talk to Mason?
No.
It could have been even like a year ago because I've been like doing a backlog of Monkey Boy.
I gotcha. Cupper was not on last night. Is Cupper okay? Everything good with Cupper?
He called me the last night he was on, but I haven't heard from him since.
Let me see.
Gary, I'm not sure when he was on Monkey Boy's Live, but I can try and find it. Are you in the Taco Discord, Gary?
That was a while back. That was like 3 weeks ago, Gary. Or Hoopy.
It's at least been 2 weeks since I found it. So
ChatGPT, can you send a link to the Holy Bible?
what did Luke type that?
No, Luke left. Luke got angry because he got squashed by ChatGPT and left.
Oh, he left the chat too?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, he got. Oh, he left the chat altogether.
Yeah, he left the ChatGPT chat.
Oh, that's funny.
I had multiple interactions with him on allegedly Ian's Discord, and then he got banned before our debates could conclude.
And Golden Arm, there is two theists on the panel. We've got Daniel Edwards hanging out in the back, and then we've got Source on the panel right now. I think your bounty is $46 or something, $47. So if you want to pay the bounty that John put on you, you're welcome to, and you're welcome to join the panel.
This is false because there is another mechanism that can generate CSI, cumulative natural selection.
Yes, and welcome back, Source.
Oh,
yeah, Source. Yeah, that's the exact point.
What's that?
I mean, that's what I took away right away when you guys explained to me what CSI was that like whatever that person deems CSI could just emerge.
And real fast, there were a couple people worried about Ko-Fi security. From my understanding, it just goes through PayPal, and PayPal is super secure. From my understanding, I'm going to say from my understanding because that's opinionated based on PayPal, but it's all through PayPal. It's as secure as PayPal is, however secure that is, which I think is pretty secure. They do lots of business.
I cannot arise without intelligence, evolutionary process.
Yeah, Golden Arm. It goes down $1 a day.
Source, do you think that something that like mental processes or consciousness emerges from?
There is
What's that, buddy?
There
Hold on,
is
tacos.
so there's a couple chats real fast. So Missing Mod says we should talk to TJump more. I agree. I've known TJump a long time. I always love hearing him debate people. And then Bet says Josiel is TJump's daddy. That's a good point, Bet. And then,
I did one of these with Josiel. About.
I think this is his alt. I think he's just messing around with you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he sent me a DM saying he sent me a DM about you when you came on. Yeah, he said that he beat you in debate. He said that he basically said he owned you in debate. And then
he got
Kurt
crushed.
saying Daniel
He got
Edwards is quite untalkative as far as I can tell. Yeah, he's hanging him back, talking on the. He's in your Chat GPT thing, right? Daniel Edwards is.
Yes.
Yeah. He's hanging out in chat, and he's just in the background.
Yeah, I did one with Josiel, and it said mine was like my morality was a 9 to 9 point something out of 10, and his was like a 6 out of 10. And he hasn't responded yet.
Good God, Josiel.
He was doing some kind of utilitarianism, and he was complaining that this is not real utilitarianism.
What was your question, nobody?
Oh, so do you think that mental processes or like
it's not his alt.
like consciousness needs to be primary to like what it emerges from? Is that like your shtick that you're doing?
I'm not sure I'm
Like,
following you.
But he's a materialist. I don't think he's a dualist. We're talking about he's like pretending or asking ChatGPT questions about the theist position, but he's not a theist.
Me?
Sort?
Yeah, I'm a theist, bro.
You're a theist?
So he's like this
Oh.
weird determinist that calls himself a necessitarian, but then basically thinks that like I don't know. Are you like a panentheist, I guess?
I
Like,
don't know.
is the universe inside of or like a part of God?
Could be, I guess. I think that the universe is God.
Yeah, he's some type of like pan/panentheist that's like a determinist.
Yeah, the only place I would deviate from you guys is that I just think there's intention behind it all. That's it. Everything else we're in perfect agreement on.
Okay, so add another slash for Diaz.
Yeah, I know, Josiel. I was just messing with you too.
Well, there'd be some other deviations as well, but for the most part, yeah, I typed or where am I at here in Chat GBT? This is pain in the ass. Fine.
Source, you deviate from yourself constantly.
Well, it's because there's like
there's 8
people. There's 8 people typing at once, and so he's trying to find his last response.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just meant in his like how he.
I think we need Golden Arm and Marilyn up here. I think that would complete the panel if we had Golden and Marilyn up here. I think that would be like the ideal panel right now. What do you think, Howdy? Are those good
our Holy
picks?
Mother? Our Holy Mother?
We need our
Marilyn?
Holy Mother, and then we need Golden Arm, the man with the golden arms.
Get
You becoming an atheist back there, Daniel?
Natural selection doesn't even contend with the argument.
Howdy, did you finish your statement? You seem to have cut out.
You said, "Get it."
I said get him.
Oh, I thought it was like get and then you were gonna suggest someone else. My bad.
Oh, Daniel's asking, why are we saying God isn't real in the back? It's very simple. The self-evident truth of our shared naturalistic, atheistic reality has been revealed to all of sound mind through both natural and special revelation in an undeniable way, right? The theists just reject the truth in their unrighteousness because they want sin and evil to exist outside of a conceptual nature so they can pretend to be a main character in an imaginary cosmic battle of good and evil, right? Pretty simple, dude.
Pretty simple.
Wait. Charging.
Does Daniel have a mic?
Wait, I don't think it
Yeah,
has.
he does.
Oh no way, Maryland's gonna jump up in a minute.
I don't know if Marilyn's gonna hop on the Chat GPT TJump, but Marilyn is very convinced that she knows who and what God is, and so you might have fun with that one.
Can she join the Chat GPT?
I was saying that probably won't end up happening. It's probably just going to be a verbal debate with Marilyn, but that's okay.
It probably won't be necessary. Marilyn is the Holy Mother. Yeah, Hazel, I have no idea.
What was Hizzle asking? What the hell is going on around here?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just hanging out, dude.
Howdy, did you try Resident Evil 9?
Nah,
Are you interested at all?
not really. I was playing Resident Evil 3, the old one.
Nice. I just got all the classic ones on Steam.
So what's going on, Source? You getting dominated over there? That looks like you're getting dominated by the Chat GPT now.
I haven't.
I'm not. I don't. Go ahead and read it.
Yeah, he's like doing a proxy debate against Dembski's intelligent design argument. I don't like. Do you actually accept Dembski's intelligent design argument, or are you just like?
I'm not completely sure what it all consists of. I don't know.
Yeah, he's asking good questions.
I mean, I just chose that one because it was the one that, like, you know, and I have my own design argument that's a little more. But you know, I could run with this here and see if he's got a better one. It doesn't logically disprove design, but it weakens simple, perfect engineer versions of design arguments. And now perfect is a subjective thing.
Oh, Marilyn does want the Chat GPT. Let me get that for you, Marilyn. I'll drop that in chat again real fast. You're going to have fun with this one in Chat GPT, I think.
Intelligent design. Oh,
there
that's
you go,
not,
Marilyn.
That's not. Wait, who's this guy? Who's Michael Werther?
There's a bunch of people in right now.
Oh, okay. So he's going after the design thing here too. Okay, with unused parts or more efficient parts like no tailbone or pen. All right. Okay, I challenge accepted.
Yeah. So now they're debating
Dude,
in Chat GPT,
bro.
Yeah,
what, you
it's
just leave
awesome.
the chat going all the time, or what? I'll chime in here all the time, man. This is like better than Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So this is a public link and it's a permalink, so everyone can join and just keep going, and it stores on the server, so it's not on my computer. It's like
Right. I'm gonna bookmark this. This is
Source is gonna have to change his name to New Source Known.
I think it just has my name in there, my real name.
No, I meant after you refine your position. That's what I meant. It's just a stupid joke.
Oh,
we're going to convert you to atheism,
or something as close as possible.
It would be impossible. You see,
you say that now, sir.
Nah, you see, I met God, man. I met him.
Was that determined?
Everything is.
If you were determined to have a delusion that you met God, are you sure you met God, or were you just determined to have the delusion?
Well, oh yeah, no. If I was determined to have a delusion, then I would have been determined to have a delusion. If I was determined to actually meet it, then that's how it would be. Whether or not it's a delusion would be. I mean, how do you know you're not hallucinating right now, man?
Do you think that it could have been determined? Do you think that it could have been determined by natural processes?
I believe it absolutely was determined by natural processes.
And
the thing the thing orchestrating all those, I call that God. You see?
Well, right, but what if there was just
a mind, or is it just the laws of physics?
No, I think it has a mind.
Outside of physics?
No, there is no outside of physics.
Well, I mean, like, is there? If the mind is inside of physics, it must be made of physical processes. Does it have a location in the universe?
No. You see, actually, when we were talking about earlier about how I believe there are other substances that are finer than like than Higgs particles and all that stuff that we just haven't been able to discover. So it would still be physical. It would just be, I think that there's substances that are way finer than all of that. So
my question is more like, is there
a brain?
No, like, is it throughout the entire universe, or is it in a part of the universe?
I mean, I think it's all of existence. So even if there's multiple universes, I would say it's them as well. Everything. Just say everything.
So if the mind has a thought on one side of the universe, how long does it take that thought to reach the other side of the universe?
It would travel at the speed of thought. You've seen the never-ending story, right?
What is the speed of thought?
I think
I don't know how to answer that question, bro.
Well, thoughts are limited by like biology, so they don't go that fast. They don't go the speed of light. They go slow. Thoughts are pretty slow.
I mean, I'll just
Are
say
you saying that it's instantaneous? Is that what you're saying?
We would be talking about a mind that would be responsible for the existence. I don't think that we actually have the ability to to even imagine it, let alone answer questions of this nature. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would think that how does its thoughts work? I don't know, man. Like, we barely even understand how our thoughts work.
Yeah, isn't that just an appeal to like the opacity of what you said? Like you're saying something opaque, and then you're saying, well, it's opaque, so.
No, I'm saying that I wouldn't be able to answer your question because it's beyond the purview of my ability. That's all I'm saying. I have no idea. I mean, I could ask you how big the universe is, and then when you tell me I don't know, I just say, "All right, well, he's just refusing, dodging the question."
I didn't say you dodged. I just
no, I know, but you kind of do. You're kind of saying I'm appealing to mystery or something like that, right?
Something close, maybe.
I'm
not sure if I'm trying to charge you with anything necessarily. I'm just like trying to wrap my head around it.
Marilyn is like, I am God. ChatGPT's no, there is no universally accepted empirical evidence conclusion that proven the gods exists.
Oh God, Marilyn, no. Our Holy Mother.
So let me get back to this. If I want to give you the strongest single argument for God, that's his thing.
You can know by the colors, because your color is, what was it, like orange or something?
It's Daniel Edwards. My color is
yellow, brown. Yeah, you're Draper. Yeah, yellow.
Yellow. Okay, no, that's not it.
All right, and
that's
real
confusing
fast,
you guys both have
important
the
point
same
of
color.
moderation. If y'all are enjoying the show and you have questions for the panelists, or maybe about TJump's ChatGPT program and his success rates with it, or anything like that, this is a wonderful time to ask. And I keep forgetting TJump is dual streaming too. So if you're in TJump stream, don't forget to support him as well. This is one of his 6 jobs that he does. So he's a very busy man. But yeah, please support us both. On his end, I think he's still you're monetized, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you do get demonetized, delete everything on your channel, everything, then do the review and be like, so, and you should have like pictures of your face, like your actual face, so it's not like AI generated. And that's what got me remonetized. I just delete everything, just have me, and then that's what got me remonetized.
Shit, tacos, just buy an external drive, download everything, and then delete everything.
Yep, and then upload it again one at a time every day. That gives you free content.
I hid everything at first except for the big debate. So.
Well, no, you can't hide it, because when they're reviewing the channel, they see everything you hide. You have to literally just delete all of it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
See, I got an example of ChatGPT strawman an argument right now.
Oh yeah, what does it say?
What?
Right here. Okay, Dembski's argument isn't just saying design is possible. It claims that design is the best explanation for CSI. Yeah. Now, best explanation is not the same as necessarily the case, right?
Right.
So once natural selection is shown to produce complex functional systems, the explanatory options become natural selection alone or natural selection plus a designer guiding or creating it. Both could explain the data. At that point, many scientists prefer the simpler explanation, Occam's razor, which removes the extra entity, but that doesn't actually remove the extra entity because there's an implication that's not being accounted for. But it says CSI can only come from intelligence is what critics reject. So they're rejecting. Well, I guess that's not ChatGPT necessarily straw manning it, but it's
How is
like
that even a straw man?
Yeah, I don't see this. That's not correct.
CSI can only come from intelligence is not the same as it is the best explanation. Okay.
And real fast, is that Marilyn and back?
Yep. Hey.
All right, what's up, Marilyn?
Hey.
Our holy mother.
So
Yeah.
it's like, this is what critics reject, but that's not even what he said.
Okay, so
He said,
Dymski is doing the same thing the pandas and people did. His argument is that CSI is best explained by design. And if you can actually put that in and say, ChatGPT, did you mean that the experts reject Dymski's argument that CSI is best explained by design, not that it's whatever is necessarily included by design? But the point, okay. Academia interprets his argument to mean he's just saying CSA requires mind. He's just using more professional language to do it. So that's the interpretation of most academics of Dymski's argument. He's using professional language to be academically correct and saying it's the best explanation. But really what he means is CSI can only come from mind. That's really what he's saying. So that's not a straw man.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying that it's like
ask ChatGPT.
Look, Source. Even if he's
all right, I'll ask Chat. I will. I'll
actually. I can do that.
Source. Even if he's making an abductive case, why does he think it's the best explanation?
Well, what's an alternative explanation?
It's just
that it's
necessity, chance. Are both
the things the things that these other things arose from had a disposition to output those things. I don't.
You're not. Let me try to break this down a little bit here. Like what I'm saying is, okay, necessity. If necessity doesn't refute design, it actually doesn't even contend with the argument. Okay.
No. That's a good note. Okay, let's hold there for a second. Yes, it doesn't disprove design.
Right.
But what it does say is that those people who would claim the necessity say that it would have necessarily arose, whether it be due to a mind prior, due to a mind guiding, or due to physical processes alone.
Well, no. Dymski specifically says there's three things that could explain CSI: chance, necessity, and design.
Right. And chance would actually be the only real alternative.
Well, no. So Dymski says necessity is an alternative. You may disagree with Dymski.
Yeah.
Dymski himself says necessity is an alternative.
Oh, got you.
But he's saying that the best explanation is design.
Yeah.
Out of those three options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which and I don't agree. I don't think necessity is its own category.
Right.
I think
that would be like your
necessary, and it doesn't. It could be designed or not designed and still be necessary. So it doesn't really. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but now we're like jumping around with what we mean by necessity. I think I'm not sure what we're.
Well, no, his view is more that he believes in a God.
It couldn't fail to be the
determinism. Case. So he combines the two, whereas like Dymski and most theologians believe in free will, which is separate from necessity. So Draper's position is very different from most theists in that he adopts both God and determinism, whereas theists don't.
Right.
So
right. So you're right. Most theists would be like affirming like certain necessary structures, and then the free and changing will or something would be like escaping that.
Yeah.
Why would make the Bible?
Something's wrong.
Why wouldn't you think both sides is escaping it though? You're either an idol worshiper or you serve a death cult. There's no, or both. There's no like truth to in either side.
Marilyn, you're having a different conversation.
No. You're all Jews.
I wish I was a Jew. I think Jews are the most amazing people with the highest IQ.
I bet you do.
Like,
I bet you do.
Ashkenazi Jews are like the most successful branch of humans ever.
Yeah, that pager attack was pretty boss.
Holy
that
Mother.
that was true.
Come on, man. That was amazing.
Holy Mother, grace be
Okay, so why would you
upon
make the
you
Bible?
and only you. Maybe this is not the route we want to go down. Holy Mother.
It's the only route to go down, my lord.
This may not be the route we want to go down, Holy Mother.
I'm genuinely curious.
please.
Why do people not like the Jews? The Jews are like the least boring of all human peoples. in the
Least
world.
boring. Oh my gosh. When they start killing, genociding, and making you denounce Christ, everyone denounce Christ. Okay.
Holy Mother, I
What the hell are
strongly
you
advise.
talking about? Come on.
I'm just saying they're in control of the world, and when it pops off,
Hey, Maryland, there is no authority not appointed by
everyone
God.
is God. You're right. Everyone is God. You're right. Everyone is God. Even the Jews. Even the Jews are God.
Let's just not go in. Let's not.
The Jews are God.
Let's just not
Everyone's
even.
God.
No. Let's not even talk about that at all.
You're right. Everyone's God. Everyone is king and queen. Everything should be free, and we should live forever. No one should die.
I agree with that.
All holiness emanates from our mother Maryland. Praise be Maryland. Amen.
God. Everyone is God. No one is above anyone or below anyone. And that's how it should be.
Seriously, though, let's avoid any type of anti-Semitism on the panel, please.
All right, I won't talk about present day. I'll talk about future things rather than present. I'll keep it future tense from now on.
Let's keep it not person tense either. Holy Mother.
Person tense.
Yeah,
Didn't Jesus say it's the Jews and the Gentiles? That is the separation, but he claims both of them. He claims the Jews and the Gentiles, but it's always been a fight between the Jews and the Gentiles.
Like, I honestly don't understand why people don't like the Jews. They have killed the least of like any human group.
Well, they're
they've
idol
caused the least
worshippers.
harm. Compared to who? Like, do you think Americans are less idol worshippers?
No, not at all.
Have a million
Not at all.
gods? Like, why are you complaining about the
No,
least idol worshipping idol worshippers?
I think everyone's an idol worshiper, or they serve a death cult. One or the other.
Then why are you complaining about the ones that are like the least idol worshipping?
They're not the least idol worshipping.
Compared to Hindus with a million gods, or Muslims with like 8 gods, or like
they still have a god above them that they serve. They need a master still. We are friends of God. We are co-heirs with Christ. We're not supposed to be differentiated like we're less than. Jesus said anyone who does God's will is my brother, sister, and mother. There is a differentiation.
Just hear me out.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel, you've never even spoken. What do you have to say?
I've spoken.
I've heard his
hear you,
muffled mic a couple
Yeah,
times.
like
I don't
it
know
sounds
what
very
words
low.
he said, but
Yeah, it sounds very low, but I have heard
Everybody
you.
is always doing God's will. How could somebody not do God's will?
Why would they make the Bible?
We are God's will. We're not necessarily doing God's will all the time. We are God's will, but that's not like we believe lies. We perish because of lack of knowledge.
Well, that would be God's will, though, right? That would be doing
Right,
God's
but
will,
there are
right?
people.
Please, excuse me, Holy Mother. Daniel, was your question aimed at Maryland?
No.
Okay.
Why would they make the Bible, or God make the Bible? Was a question to who?
Aren't you?
Who?
I couldn't hear that. What was that?
You.
You who?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
It can't be me. Really, me? Why me? I mean, what's the?
Because your voice
relevance?
is the prettiest.
Is it? Oh God.
Hell exists.
So they made the Bible because they were confused. Does that answer the question?
No, he asked why God made the Bible.
I have proof.
In order to figure out why God made the Bible, you'd have to know all of the effects that came about on account of God making the Bible. and all of the effects that will ever happen, and then we can answer that question.
Wait, say that one more time. What was it?
In order to know why God made the Bible, we'd have to know every single effect that came from the Bible being created, and all of the effects that will ever occur on account of the Bible being created. Then we could start to answer that question.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. Well, when you're thinking about like think about it, when you're asking somebody their motive for their reason why they did something, you need to know what their desired outcome was, don't you?
Oh, right, because all chains of causation are necessary to you.
Okay, so mic sound better?
Well, no, is that or is that not true? How do you figure out what someone's
little
motive
bit.
was?
Yeah, there was
How
a
do you
guy in my
figure out
chat
what
who was
someone's
like,
motive
tell the
was?
McDonald's mic, let me get a number 2.
Yep.
So
And-
yeah, Dan, I don't want to exclude Daniel. So I answered. I think the people who wrote the Bible were a little confused, at least. What was your point you were getting at?
Why aren't you guys believing him?
Oh, like why don't I believe in the Bible?
Yeah,
Or like God?
both.
Well, those are two different.
What's the Bible?
It's the same reason
What's
for
the
everybody
Bible?
that doesn't believe it, because they haven't had the necessary
spell book?
experiences to cultivate the belief in those things.
So look, I don't think the Bible. I think the Bible's confused on a bunch of stuff, but it probably references stuff that really happened. That's fine. And I think that God doesn't exist, and I could even be confused in that. Maybe I don't have enough knowledge on like philosophy or even the Bible itself. But I just, at the point I'm at, I don't think that it is pointing me in a direction where I think that a God exists.
I don't know. I like the line that Howdy uses a lot from Socrates, as Bill and Ted would say.
Yeah, great movies.
I'm slow, and you guys are all talking fast, and you all need to slow down.
Well, and then
I was just saying I like that line a lot.
And then they
or whatever the exact line is, I forget.
There's that
that's a good line. I just want to say
there's that excellent scene where they quote what is it, fucking Fleetwood Mac to Socrates and say, "All we are is dust in the wind," and it like blows his mind. I think it's the first movie.
That's a good point too. That's a good point. That's a good one too. That's like actually what he was saying though. But no, I'm with you.
Oh shit! All right, I gotta get going, guys. Tis the season.
Welcome to Atheism Source. It's good to have you, dude.
Yeah, GG's.
All right, you guys have a good night.
See you later.
Right.
And we got 10 minutes left on this goal, and we're at 3 out of 10. If y'all are loving the show, please consider supporting with a Ko-Fi tip. Makes all the difference in the world. And if you barely like it, slam that like and subscribe button and share this with all your theist friends. We need some theist stuff here.
Why? It's so stupid.
So basically,
Daniel,
there's certain people that are in charge, right? And they know that we're divine and they know the capabilities we have, but they want to keep us in fear. They want to keep us scared. They want to make us feel like we need to suffer and that we're less than and that we're nobodies and we're just a number. I'm not going to say who those people are, but
nationalists.
Holy Mother, it doesn't matter what ethnic group they belong to, Holy Mother. It's just with their actions that matter.
I think
Holy
she was
Mother.
talking about the Christian nationalists.
Possibly. You call them Christian nationalists. Same difference. Same difference.
And nobody with a Ko-Fi tip. Let me see what it says real fast. There is no comment.
It doesn't say anything.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, so Daniel, I feel like you got cut off, bro. What were you saying?
Oh wait, I'm just wrong.
All right, and nobody on fire with a $5 tip. There's no comment on there. We're at 4 out of 10 people. We're getting there. We're on our way to the goal. We're 6 away. Sorry, we're 4 out of 10. I had to update everything. It's too much stuff for my little brain. And oh, we got Kelly in the back. What's up, Kelly?
Here, you see my screen?
And thank you very much, nobody.
Hi.
Right here.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Daniel.
Hello.
Daniel, it's still kind of hard to hear you, man. If you were trying to say something.
Oh, you see my screen?
Oh, I don't know.
I see your screen. I don't know if I should share it though.
What is it? I mean, just what is
it? Looks like it's Bible stuff.
Oh,
It is, yeah. It's proof that he's real.
proof that he's real.
Put it in ChatGPT and see if ChatGPT agrees that it's proof is real.
I mean, we
All
can.
All right.
How long is it? How long is it?
You think that's proof that a God exists?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I think that's too long. I don't think it's going to copy all that.
Is it? Is there like a specific verse?
Gemini can read links, so you just copy the link into Gemini and it'll do it for you.
I'm using Microsoft Edge.
ChatGPT was made by 1,000 betas, and they have.
Holy mother! What did you say?
It was made. ChatGPT was made by 1,000 betas. It has beta men. People that are not,
Holy
yes,
mother, I
beta
advise you
male.
to refrain from this type of language. It's a little on the silly side. Holy mother, all due respect.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
Her words are not on the silly side.
They are foundationally wrong in how they back up their argument. Like ChatGPT actually thinks creation or evolution is real, one or the other, when they're both a psyop. So you're taking advice from a system that is programmed to be stupid as hell.
You mean reality?
No, creation, evolution are psyop. They're not real.
Real evolution is definitely. You should put that one in ChatGPT. It has to be like evolution.
We did
is
not
real.
come from. No, we did not come from star farts. We didn't come from dust and freaking water mixed together, and all of a sudden came from the air. No, we've always been, and we always will be. We are God. We always had a mother and a father that came before us. There was never a time when we just appeared or exploded into existence. This is source. This has always been. We are in heaven now. Hell, purgatory,
Wow.
all of it right now.
This is definitely not. Yeah.
Put that in ChatGPT.
Definitely not making a good. Definitely not making a good point there. And the guy in the back, Daniel, I put you in the back. I just I am hesitant about having people screen share that I don't know.
Don't take on my screen. I'll show you.
No, I'm fine. I'm hesitant about having people screen share for a while.
You
Right?
can copy your thing into ChatGPT because I'm screen sharing ChatGPT. So if you go to the group link, you can copy it into there, and that'll be shared for everybody.
Infinity can't go one way. Infinity has to go both ways.
Infinity can definitely go both ways, or go one way. So if you start at 0 and you go up, that would be infinite.
There is no 0. There's no such thing. Negative can't exist by
If you
itself.
start with the number 1 and you go up infinitely, you have an infinite going one direction, but not the other direction.
How can you even gauge one? Like who even knows that?
Like
well, you would do it differently.
No, bro.
Wherever one
Your
is.
finger, you can use the middle
can't
finger.
do that.
No, just pick any one, Marilyn. You just pick any one.
Oh,
Like,
when you use
One.
pick.
That one has always been there, though. There's always been a one of that one. You can't just magically find a one that's never existed as that one. It's always been that one.
That I just pooped. The single poop did not always exist.
But there's been poop before that poop.
But poop didn't always exist. There was a first poop.
You can't say that.
It did.
Nobody can even say that.
And that was probably the
There's
first
no
time
way.
anyone has ever said that. There was a first poop. And there was the first
No,
time it was said there was a first poop.
absolutely not.
And we've got 4 minutes left on the goal and 6 super chats to go. That's tip and a half a minute. We got this.
So I'm going to bed. I gotta go.
I'm glad somebody's laughing. Tacos is pissed.
Yeah, a little bit.
so sorry.
Good night. See you guys later.
Have a
Later,
good one,
TJump.
TJump. Good seeing you, man.